ban for Shurima is Diana.
Okay, we are live,
Rock and roll.
and I
I'm
believe
not
stream
sure.
can hear you.
Perfect. I mean, I'm not sure how many viewers we're gonna get, but if we have anybody, I will make sure to interact with them. And if not, oh well.
Kind of a test stream here, so let's hope it goes well, and then the next stream should be very, very high quality for me.
Okay, I'm gonna talk, and then so if I can hear myself on my phone, yeah, I can hear myself on my phone. So if anybody joins, they can hear me, so that's good.
Okay.
Anyways, there's their one ban loss, and then Shurima bans Diana and Jace. Yippee.
Yeah, so the reason the stream was a little bit late is Freljord was a little bit delayed. They were missing someone, but they are coming in at the end here. To finish up draft, try to play the game. They have a very high-ranked sub, so let's see what he is able to do here. I would imagine that Freljord is going to win this game. The last game they played, they had some communication issues. But I assume going into this one, it's going to be a little bit better, and their draft probably is going to be better too. Last time their draft was not very cohesive. They didn't have a front line, and they had different win conditions. But in this time, I assume that we're going to see a lot more focus on that aspect.
I'm gonna defer to you on this one. I don't really know much about these two teams, but I do hope that none of this breaks their mental being late. I know sometimes whenever people are late or when there's timing issues, people get really frustrated. So I'm hoping that they can still rock out,
Yeah.
have a good time.
By any chance, by the way, just to verify, is your phone on your mic wire?
No, my phone is like on top of the mic wire, you mean?
Yeah. I hear like the.
Do I sound weird?
I hear phone interference, but I'm not sure what it's from.
My phone is nearby my computer. I usually use it to monitor the stream to make sure people are chatting or whatever because I don't have another monitor.
Oh, okay.
Is it better now?
It might be. It only happens when you talk, so I'm not sure. I would guess it's better.
Okay.
Looks like we have a first lock in here from Corky. I like Shurima going Corky here. It's a pretty good blind pick. It doesn't lock you into any certain play styles. You can engage, you can disengage, you can poke, and it's a relatively safe laner. See maybe a Jinx first from Freljord. That would make sense. Just matching the ADC pick, you're not going to get outpoked in lane really here. A Gwen, we actually saw this last time Freljord played. Let's see if they actually play a front line around it again. I believe they played it top lane. And last time they played it with Kiana. I'm not entirely sure if they're going to do that again, but they might.
I also really like the Corky too because just meta wise, he's about to get nerfed, so it's nice to kind of get those games in before he's not as good as he was.
Yeah, I completely agree. See what they lock in here. Ambessa been dominant in the meta in the top lane, although recently she's been struggling a little bit more. Looks like they're going to try to pull it out and see what they can do with it. This means that they're probably going to play an engage comp, if I were to guess. You already have that Corky in there that can follow up, so let's see what they do on 3. Ooh, Jarvan. I think Jarvan's a pretty good pick into the Jinx. Jinx, not a mobile ADC, can't really dash out of the Cataclysm. And Renekton locked in here. So, I mean, very standard draft, I feel like, from both sides. Not directly locking into anything on the Freljord side yet, but Shurima is very much locked in on that full engage playstyle.
I think something that I love to see when people pick champions like Renekton, for example, is I know he falls off like a rock. So it's really interesting to see it because you're really pushing into playing early because if you don't get ahead early, it's quite frustrating.
Yeah. It looks like their mid game though is going to be okay, and hopefully that allows the Gwen and Jinx to scale up even stronger. The Gwen, I think Gwen got buffed relatively recently, but she was struggling for a while there. But I would imagine with the amount of games that they've played on it and that they played it last time, that it's probably going to look pretty good in this game. I'm surprised they banned Lux though. I don't think they would pick Lux here with this draft they're doing so far on Shurima.
Yeah, maybe it's like a comfort pick or something that somebody on Shurima is really, really good at. They're just trying to pick out supports that they know somebody specifically plays. Again, not super familiar. So maybe it's just someone specifically likes Lux, which,
Yeah.
she's fun. She's easy. You can throw out a bunch of damage if you know what you're doing.
It is absolutely possible. And we see Shurima banning those disengaged supports, those enchanters. So I'd imagine Freljord, yep, we're going to go a tank support here. You would need a little bit more on the front line. And you want to be able to enable the Gwen and Renekton, and then hopefully not get beat in lane. I imagine Shurima is going to lock a pretty heavy engaged support here. Nautilus is open, but Nautilus is not the strongest in the universe right now, but I would imagine
Mhm.
it's going to be something along those lines.
Yeah, I really like the Rel too. I don't know. I feel like Rel always has the opportunity to play some like
Ooh.
really interesting things.
So, oh, wait, okay.
Um,
Bard is like understandable. You can kind of engage with Bard. He can catch people out. He can build kind of tanky, and he's good into lane on Rel. The Hui is going to feel really strange here, but I guess like you're going to get counterpicked, so you want to do a relatively safe laner here. The problem is this is a last pick mid, so I think he's specifically going to do a risky pick, and Hui is
mhm,
not the strongest into a lot of like weird counterpicks that we might see.
mhm.
Irelia. I mean, this is a great Irelia game. Yep, locked in. This is actually the exact pick I was thinking about that Hui doesn't want to play into. In a similar
Mhm.
way, kind of to Syndra, if you don't have your E, you don't have any CC in your kit, so you're just going to get run down, and they have infinite dashes. So while your E is on cooldown from one engage, they can just engage again, and it's probably going to be a pretty difficult lane. See what we're going to do in draft. I can try to maybe do Laudel or talk about how the comps are going to interact. The problem is, I think the comps are going to act in like a pretty like simple way. I think that Shurima is just going to hard engage, and then Freljord is probably going to counter engage if I were to guess.
Mhm.
But both teams have okay neutral, and neither of them have amazing poke or anything like that. It's just probably going to be in a neutral fight. It's going to be just Corki and Jinx trying to trade a little bit of damage, and then both teams looking for off angles or something like that. I think Hui is going to struggle to try to get poke off before a fight because the amount of threat on Freylord is pretty high for him, to be honest, and he doesn't want to
Mhm.
walk near the Rel or Irelia. I actually like Shurima's draft, I think, a little bit more. We do see that Bard coming out, and I think that is actually going to help a lot with warding and everything, and I think Vision's going to play a big part of this game. Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
should
no,
probably
I mean,
change the stream title, by the way. I don't think I can do that.
I'm not a mod, so I also cannot do that. But for people rewatching this match later, um, oh, somebody is watching. Hi, but oh, I think that's somebody in the match.
Yeah, he's
Anyway,
in the game.
for whoever watches this later, this is not BB15 Hextech Week 2 Noxus versus Bandle City. This is BB16 Week 2 Arcane Shurima versus Freljord. This is just for the record, so that when this gets uploaded later, somebody gets to hear these things and whatnot. Um, as somebody who has been learning Hui recently, that man, the disengage, like you have to really know what you're doing to disengage. Like if you're like he has the disengage in his kit, but you have to know how to pilot it. Because like he has the little speed up to run away. He has the little it's not a fear, but it's something like that to like make people run away from you, but not the easiest thing on the planet. So that it'll be really on this Hui to not get engaged on.
Oh,
Uh
someone has
oh.
dodged the game, and it looks like we're going to be a little bit
Oh,
more delayed. He banned Jarvan, so the
because
draft is
someone's accidentally banned the German.
yeah, that is a little bit rough. I like
Rip.
the I like that the Irelia pick was last year too. I mean, it makes that disengage from the Hui so much harder because into some champs, like it's pretty, you can use your E to like disengage into something. I mean, weird like Tryndamere, for example, where you can just fear him away. It's a straight line, that kind of thing. But trying to disengage against Irelia, trying to speed up and run away from her can work. But the problem is your cooldowns are so long in comparison to her if she's managing her Q stacks well, where you just kind of end up in a situation you can't walk up to the wave unless
Mm-hmm.
you have your CC. But your CC is always going to be on cooldown because she never has a timer really where she can't engage on you. If you're really good at wave control and you're very good at controlling like the health of the minions and everything and making sure you only fight when your minions are healthy so she doesn't get the Q reset on them, then maybe you're looking at something good. But these matchups are extremely, extremely difficult to execute. hopefully in the team fights, Wei won't need the disengage too much. I think that
Mm-hmm.
Shurima is wanting to be the first ones in with that Jarvan and Mbessa. And I think if they aren't, to be honest, that means probably they're going to get outflanked or something, and they really can't do that into Freljord's comp.
No, yeah, no. Like the flank potential is definitely like really, really high. This is crazy, man. Sorry in advance. My cat is gonna be a little loud. I fed him, but he's not happy with how I fed him. So
That's the star of the stream, actually, is your cat.
yeah, he's just gonna be yelling in the background. Ugh, my goodness. I don't know. I feel like I prefer like if you prefer one of the streams like or the drafts over the other. You said I know you slightly prefer Shurima. I feel like I do too. What is like? What do we think the path to victory is for Freljord? Like, what do you think their like main is going to be? That's what the word I'm going with right now.
I would guess that looking at both of these team comps here, when we look at the Freylord team comp, it has a pretty strong mid game with that Renekton and Irelia. And then they scale up reasonably well. They're okay in 5v5s. I mean, this is kind of the problem. It's a very well-rounded comp that can either engage or disengage. I think a
Mm-hmm.
big part of this game is just going to come down to how strong is Jinx and Irelia. I think if they're
Mm-hmm.
weak, the game becomes extremely difficult no matter how strong Gwen is, because Gwen has to make it through a lot of people, and she's not amazing at killing any of the champions on Shurima anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if Freylord's going to be able to keep these people strong. I think if the game goes long enough, as that Gwen scales up, or if she gets strong early and she can start 1v1ing people like the Mbessa, I think it's going to feel very difficult for Shurima to win, because if your jungler can, kill your top laner, then all of a sudden you don't really have any safe side lane to go to at really any point in the game. But I think it's just a lot of factors there that make it more difficult to do anything. I think they just want to look for a really good 5v5, because Jinx and Rel together are going to outperform Bard and Corki by probably quite a bit. The
Mm-hmm.
issue is I just like Shurima's ability to engage and disengage. I don't know if Freylord's ever going to get that dream play, because they do have they have the Corki poke, so they don't really ever need to walk in. They don't need to ever get hit by the Rel. And the Jarvan engage is so long ranged and works well with the Mbessa that Shurima never actually has to be in range of the Rel. And Freylord is going to have to find creative engages probably with vision, but trying to outvision a Bard is just extremely difficult. It's
Yeah,
almost as hard as
Bard
Maokai
really is
sometimes.
he's just all over the map, especially like if he is getting those meeps and he is getting those speed boost ups, he's just zooming constantly. I will say something I want to keep out for is like Bard gets locked in every once in a while on teams, and it's always like a bit of a curse. Like it's very much coin flippy because I have seen the Bards do like not bad, and then I've seen the Bards do absolutely not good. So I'm really excited because I'm hoping we get some peak Bard gameplay, but I am scared. I'm scared of the potential of the not peak Bard gameplay and it really, you know, going sideways for Shurima.
I'm also a bit scared, to be honest. I think that going into the game, um, he really needs to find very good ultimates to get a lot of
Mm-hmm.
value on this pick, especially in the team fights. But if he doesn't have a lot of experience on the champion, or his timing is off, or really anything, it's going to be really difficult to try to lock anyone on Freylord down. And especially because
Mm-hmm.
Freylord has some of the best players in Arcane. I'm not sure if they're ever going to use abilities or use Flash when they know that Bardal is threatening. And I think Freylord may be able to keep pretty safe because of that. The problem is, I think that he doesn't have to do a lot. I think that he can, as long as he's not dying in lane, which he absolutely could do.
Mm-hmm.
He might not get the, like, he can just ward. And I think if he just has good vision, then that's all the value he really needs.
A lot of the onus is also going to be on the Corki to like, be able to like position really well because Bard wants to go, roaming around and do Bard things. And I feel like it would be really easy for the Corki to just, forget that and then get engaged on by a Rel. So I feel like the Corki positioning really well, especially in like during the laning phase in the early parts of the game, is going to be super important when that Bard is, doing Bard things and forking off to the jungle to collect meeps and ward and be a menace to the rest of the map.
Yeah, very true. At least he doesn't have to play into a more aggressive ADC like Callista or Kaisa. It is the
Mm.
rel that he's mainly going to be scared of, but hopefully W can save him from that. But if he had a double threat lane early here, I think he would be very much at risk. However, I think the Irelia actually might kind of test his map awareness. I think if Gwen comes
Mm.
bot, Corki is still pretty safe. But if Irelia comes bot, Corki needs to make sure that he's already out. And sometimes those mid lane roams can be very problematic. They can be hard to
Oh, and they can
catch.
be so like so out of nowhere too. Like you can see the mid laner backing, and then randomly the mid laner isn't backing anymore, but they're walking into your bot side, and you're like, whoa, 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 what just happened there?
Yeah,
So it's like
exactly.
it's gonna be. I think a lot of it's gonna be on the communication too from the mid laner, like indicating, hey, Irelia is gone, and then also the Corki just recognizing when Irelia is gone.
Absolutely.
Good
And
comms.
I think the problem is though Hui is going to want to give up Prio a lot, most likely. He's either going to
Mm-hmm.
want Wave Frozen on his side or slow pushing out or something like that because he really can't play in long lane versus the Irelia. If Irelia is ever able to get wave control, Hui can't even walk down to ward to see if Irelia is moving, and he never actually wants to push the wave, so he might be in a little bit of a conundrum here. Luckily, he does have a Jarvan to play with, though, that is pretty good at just like making sure mid is not dying too much. The problem is,
Mm-hmm.
if the Hui is low at all, the Irelia can just kill them both.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the amount of times I've seen Irelia, just go tower dive and then have a good time and be like, okay, good night. Say good night, guys. You're done. You're done now. Goodbye. And then you just kind of cry.
Luckily, we are in game now. Let me fast forward here.
Perfect. While the beginning of the game starts, I'm gonna go AFK and get a drink
Okay.
super quick. I will be back very shortly.
It's not called Booze Bash for no reason. Probably not going to see any action level 1. We've seen a lot of action level 1 in pretty recent games, but Arcane teams are probably going to play a little bit more careful, or maybe not. Let me organize the scoreboard here. Summoner name. There we go.
I am back with my alcoholic beverage. Oh, I love directed camera showing me this Mbessa just having a good time,
At least they're
being a
enjoying the
goofy little
game.
guy.
Already we see this engage mid. I mean, this is why this is very difficult to play around. Normally, actually, level 1, the Irelia can struggle to find clean engage, although bot lane, Miko actually able to find the early damage here, which might be actually pretty important just to survive this lane, because I think theoretically Corki Bard should be able to win.
Mm-hmm. Oh, which matchup are you like most excited to watch early?
The Hui versus Irelia, I'm interested to see if Hui is able to even survive.
Mm-hmm.
So far, looks like he is kind of, but it's pretty rough. Top lane, it looks like Hashem has got a huge early lead on Prophet. Prophet, luckily, though, able to catch this wave, not going to die and miss anything, which is a very important thing. He's actually going to be ahead a little bit in CS, but not a big enough lead to really impact anything.
I forgot to reorder my scoreboard. Oh my gosh. Fork my baka life.
Looks like Hui able to stay at least a little bit alive.
Get some good poke in. Ooh. Quickly classy. Let him go.
Prophet again taking a lot of damage here in the top lane. Looks like the lanes are going to be pretty calm though, except for that mid lane, so I'd expect we're going to see both jungles kind of head in that direction. Bot lane looks like a pretty difficult gank for both sides, to be honest. Although Prophet taking a lot of damage here.
Ooh, yeah.
If he goes down this early, it's going to be difficult.
Oh.
Renekton is actually an Ambessa counter, but it is kind of hard to execute, but it looks like Hashem is able to do so.
Yeah, that would be quite frustrating too, because if the Renekton gets ahead early, it kind of counters his, falling offness. Obviously, it's not going to stop it completely, but helps.
It's like Freljord here is contesting the bottom scuttle. Or not Freljord, Shurima is, and Freljord is going to get the top one in return. Gwen is going to go for an 8 camp without recalling. I mean, which she's very comfortable with. She really doesn't have to this early. Hui's still really struggling in the mid lane. Doesn't have to flash quite yet, but it may be coming. Luckily, the wave is on his side, but it may start slow pushing out. He's going to teleport back. That is probably the safest move.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, Irelia getting the backstop. That's unfortunate.
Feels very good for Irelia too, because she already teleported back, so if Hui is able to freely recall there and teleport, then he is completely fine. But this delay is actually going to matter because Hui is going to miss quite a bit of minions, most likely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, it's Freljord.
Freljord.
Yeah.
What did I
That's
say?
been bothering me for the past... Freljord?
I don't know why I've always said Freljord. I know like the L kind of looks like an I, but I learned it was Freljord a while ago, and I just cannot say it for some reason.
I've been sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, is it a joke? Is it a meme? I can't tell.
Prophet taking a pretty reasonable trade, but on the back end is down a little bit. Prophet using extra abilities here to try to get the upper hand. Prophet does actually have Grasp, though, so and is going a pretty safe tanky build early on. And I think that's his idea, to try to survive lane, trying to make sure his minions don't end up slow pushing out, but they will end up slow pushing out anyway. Forced under turret by Hashem, and Hashem may try to freeze on his side now. Another engage here from Never Look Back. She still has her stacks. It's pretty risky here for Hui to walk up, and for this exact reason, Hui has to flash away, and he is going to go down here pretty early. I mean, this matchup is so difficult to play, and dying here on this timer is not the most important thing, because Irelia doesn't really want to go down and contest the dragon right now. But Hui falling too far behind in this lane is going to make it so much worse. Especially if Hui starts working on like early resistances here, then Hui is just not going to be able to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'd say ignore the resistances, just kind of get your damage, don't die, pray. Play good.
Hui coming out with a mana crystal. He's not feeling...
Don't die, play good. Buy a mana crystal? I don't know. I mean, like, the mana is a lot of things with him. Something I've been learning, as I've been learning how to play Hui, he has an ability that gives you mana back. You gotta utilize that. Yeah,
it's like a lot of his laning is just autoing minions a bunch. It can be a little bit risky, though, because of the increased damage on it. You can end up slow pushing the wave out. And in most matchups, that's okay, just because you're a mage, and in mage v mage, getting prio is good. It's just into this Irelia, that becomes so difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
The camera really likes watching bot lane. It's a big fan.
I know.
Oh, actually, for a good reason, though. Fairy might go down here. Stunned, rooted. Miko, pretty low here, but they're going to keep chasing. Knife Master. Oh, Flash W on Fairy Dust. Over the Bard. Very clean. Unable to find the damage, though, to finish off Fairy. Pookie's trying to do anything to kill Miko here. Miko has to flash away. Pookie may die here on the back end, though. Still has Flash. Fairy trading back damage on the Jinx. They're all very low. And Knife Master and Miko do technically outrange a little bit if Bard doesn't land the stun. Oh, Miko with a very good W to get that shield. Knife Master looking for any damage. Oh, it's very close. Oh, the Bard all coming down, locking down.
Right here.
Oh, and Mika goes down. That was very close the whole time.
Support solo kill was crazy. No, that was a really good fight. Both of us were immediately like, ugh, why does directed camera want to watch bot so bad? And then it like predicted that engage. It was kind of crazy.
Directed camera knew. Jinx has R, though. It is heading bot towards this Corki. Let's see if he's able to avoid it. He is not. A trade back on Fairy Dust, and Fairy Dust actually was trying to push that wave out. So I think it's slow pushing into Jinx now. Her wave is in a perfect spot. Hui trying to trade back damage on this Irelia here. Irelia also has no mana, so she will probably not be able to engage. Looks like we're going to see a fight over Grubs here. Hui is very low, yeah. Walking in. Doesn't have Flash. Will go down. Way 2k. has to get out. I think with 4 top here, it is pretty difficult to contest them because in this early game here, the Freljord is going to be really strong. And Knife Master able to actually safely farm bot here. I think if Shurima had looked to flip the map there, then maybe they would have been able to get something on Knife Master. It is a Jinx by herself with no sums. But because Shurima looks to contest the grubs, it looks a lot better for Freljord because they win basically every side of the map.
Ooh, the CS differential is going to come into the play soon. I mean, the Aurelia is already 30 up on the Hui.
And 84 CS at 930 is very good CS too. He has missed very little. So he's going to be strong in relation to everyone else, but Hui is behind everyone else also in CS, so he's going to really, really struggle. I think the Aurelia counter pick was very smart.
No, I completely agree. That Aurelia was a really, really good pick. Into their team, but also just into the way. She's going to bully him.
Trying to get another solo kill here, most likely. Oh, Hui uses that CC, and Aurelia can now just let the wave be on her side, and Hui is going to struggle to walk up again.
I feel like I want to root for Hui. I feel like bad, you know, the underdog kind of moment, but at the same time, like, because you hate to see an Aurelia get ahead. That shit is so annoying.
Yeah, when I was doing my Syndra mid-arc,
on him.
That is true. When I was doing my Syndra mid-arc, though, I would permaban either Yasuo or Aurelia because those matchups are just so hard. And Hui CC is a little bit harder to react with than the Syndra stun. So I do feel bad. I understand where he's coming from, and the game is going to feel basically completely unplayable until a little bit later. But the Aurelia may never let him play.
Yeah. He's doing his best to get some damage in, but...
Like right now, looking for an engage, will go down. It's just, you have to somehow keep the wave on your side, but it's basically impossible to do because you can't really contest minions in the same way, so you almost need your Gwen to come mid, or your Jarvan to come mid. But Jarvan's trying to right now, but it won't really result in anything because Gwen is here. Both junglers will go down. Bard ult on everybody, and a beautiful ult from Miko here, but it won't really result in anything. Knife Master is on the way up. Fairy, no
that
W.
Jinx ult missing everyone feels so bad because it was literally perfectly aimed.
Jinx will get the reset, has to run away from the Hui, who is here now. Able to dodge a lot of the abilities. I'm not sure if these two even have the damage to kill Jinx. She outranges the autos from the Bard, but she does get hit by the QQ from the Hui. Oh, but has barrier, will take Hui down and run away. Pookie does not want to let this happen, but he might not really have an option. Gets hit by the root, but Pookie takes down Knife Master.
That Jinx got baited, bro.
Was that a reaction? Did he know Jinx was there, or...
Yeah, he could see the little chompers in the bush. I think he knew Jinx was there.
That was a really fast Q. I don't know if he reacted to Jinx coming out, or what, but that was... Jinx opened with W, so Bard did know. But I guess he also knew that Bard was... or that Jinx was going to walk forward there, which is a pretty good predict, to be honest, because I would imagine the Jinx would walk back. But maybe she didn't want to risk the respawn of people coming back and killing her.
I think the Bard just was like, oh, Jinx is going to be greedy. I got this. The Bard is 4-0.
And he might be able to spread his lead pretty well, to be honest. He does have Deadmans as well. Coming mid, doing like an 1/8 of Aurelia's health in one auto, then just leaving. Another fight here topside. Hashem trying to take down Prophet. Does a lot of damage. Uses his W earlier in the fight so he doesn't have a way to break the shield, and then Mbessa responds with the shield, so pretty good interaction there. Fairy has to flash Miko's W there. Does not want to die in this timer, but he may not have an option because we see Explorer is here. Fairy gonna get dove, not anything he can do. No, he actually flashed earlier from that rel, so absolutely no sums to try to deal with that under turret. Pookie just autoing Hashem.
Is crazy to me.
Hashem needs to R, tries to flash the Bard ult, but is not able to. Prophet is here to try to clean up the kill. Flashes onto Hashem. Hashem trying to turn, but is unable to, and another kill onto Pookie.
This? Alright, the Bard's doing great. I'm loving it. I hope Bard gets all the kills. He needs to buy a Dark Seal right now.
Maybe you swap the Hui and the Bard in lanes. Let Bard solo lane into the Aurelia.
Bard sells the support item.
Honestly, genuinely, I wonder if they do want to lane swap a little bit earlier because Corki and Bard will be able to deal with the Irelia. The problem is if Irelia decides to go bot and match the Hui and the lane is away from Hui, then he really needs Jarvan bot to bail him out and get that wave state in a better position. But we haven't seen Way2K able to do that, so may not still see it.
Oh my gosh, that Irelia stun was from like 9 miles away.
Yeah, he got 100 to 0 there too under his own turret. I mean, so hard to play. But Way2K trying to trade back. He's unable to, though. That is still a very strong Irelia with stacks, so he would just get auto to death if he tried to take the fight.
130 CS is crazy.
See, this is going to be a really interesting game now because on the side of the Freljord, they have a lot of ways to try to deal with the Corki and everything. But the problem is, Shurima's bot isn't even that strong. It's just Bard. So it's like, can Irelia kill the entire rest of the team before Bard is able to do anything? And the answer might be yes.
If she gets ahead enough, fast enough, I mean, she's already got Bork. She already started on... Oh my gosh.
Bard decided to build Leandries.
You know what? Good for him.
I mean, I respect it. I do think you will need a little bit more damage early in the game here.
They do not need to 3-man this way. This is so sad.
Oh, but a great counter gank here on the side of Shurima. Pookie flashes in to try to get a stun, able to find anything, but it doesn't really matter. Never Look Back will be taken down.
Bard getting the shutdown on that Aurelia is criminal.
Hey, that's Leandries right there. He's 2 items before his jungler has 1.
Oh my god.
Prophet, these guys have been scrapping the entire game up here, and none of them have actually died 1v1. I'm a little bit surprised. It feels like this would be a lot more action-packed, and the CS difference is only 20.
It's a bit of a freaking noodle fight.
Explorer able to dodge a lot of abilities there, and they're going to re-engage with Miko. Prophet trying to do anything. They're unable to find anything. Miko barely living. Miko down. And Explorer able to take down Hui. How do you... Oh, and a ADC fight in the bot lane. Knife able to take down Fairy Dust. And all of a sudden, all of Shurima is dead, except for the carry Bard. So let's see if Bard is able to 1v5 here. He might... Oh, no. Oh, I'm surprised Pookie left there. I felt like he might have been able to take down Explorer.
He said, no, I'm not giving this Gwen my shutdown. She's 5-1 right now.
They're so far behind. There's no way he doesn't shut down.
Dark Seal.
I think because his team is so far behind, he can't have a shutdown. Yeah, he doesn't.
That's crazy. I feel like he definitely should.
They reworked the shutdown system where if your team is behind, it's really hard to get a shutdown, and it has to be like within 1k of a gold difference. And if it's beyond that, I don't think you can have a shutdown, even if you have like 10 kills.
That's crazy.
It's a little bit silly.
Well,
but
I mean, I feel like it feels like a shutdown still because he's 6-0 as a support Bard. Like, I feel like you see that as a player and you still want to kill him, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, there might not be a monetary gain, but like it's the principle.
He also has by far the most gold on the team, it looks like, and with the extra gold value from Blood Song and from Magical Footwear, he is actually able to contest, I think, like most people from Freljord. The problem is that he doesn't have anyone to fight with him, really. Wow, look at that damage coming out from Pookie. Never Look Back, trying to get over the wall on Hui. Will find it with the flash. A very good reactive ult from Pookie. Hui still taken down, though, but Never Look Back will also be taken down. He didn't have a bounty, though. It is still Knife and Explorer with the bounties. So I think that's going to be the most impactful. I think trading 1-for-1 top feels bad because you're going to lose a lot of things on the rest of the map. And you spend a bunch of time on there, so... for example, Way2K lost his bot jungle and they lost mid turret to try to match that, and it was 1-for-1 anyway.
1-for-1, but it's on the 0-7 way.
That is true.
Like, I hate to say it. I mean, they have a 7-0 Bard and an 0-7 way. It just kind of feels bad. Like, at that point, he's probably just going to die.
I think the problem, though, is that he's also going to miss a bunch of CS to try to get that, like, to try to catch up to Irelia. And because Irelia is also not going to get any any CS, they're kind of just deadlocked with each other now, and then the Hui is going to stay really far behind. If Hui is able to live there, he probably gets 3 waves, able to get the waves up to turret and then recalls. It feels a lot better. But I don't think that Shurima is able to claw back a lead by doing anything on the side lanes here, because the side lanes from Freljord are just so strong. I think they have to look for a very good 5v5, because their 5v5 is okay. It's probably not as strong as Freljord's, but I think that that's what they should really be looking for. Although, it does look like Never Look Back is pretty far pushed up top here. Not a whole lot going on the rest of the map, so this is a good timer. Looks like they will try to take him down. He's going to run directly away, but Bard doing so much damage on the front end. He will get melted very quickly. Miko seeing if there's anything to do, but not really. This is one of the biggest baits in team play, and this is kind of the problem that I saw on Freljord before with this kind of communication. You don't really want to run to the side of the map that's losing or the side that the enemy team is strong siding. You really want to try to flip the map. Because imagine on this timer, you take the bot jungle again, and then you get this tier 2 bot, right? Instead of just getting the top camps. And then all of a sudden, Shurima is even farther behind.
Die and go push somewhere else. Take advantage while they're all gone.
Yeah, exactly. Irelia really hates when her team will match her like that, because all of a sudden, the time that you got doesn't matter anymore. And now you're just down a person. Fight breaks out now, though. Never Look Back does have teleport. Holding it, though, a teleport down from Hui. An engage on Miko. Miko low very early in this fight. Tries to blow R.
Really TPing right into the back of it.
Wow. I'm really looking for damage. Hui trying to run under turret is unable to get away. And the godlike Bard here on Pookie is probably going to be taken down. He is going to be taken down. And this fight is looking really rough for Shurima now. Their carry Bard is dead. Way2K looking for a re-engage. Does take down Miko. And also takes down a huge shutdown on Knife Master, but on the back end, Never Look Back, trying to find some damage, and he actually finds a stun on Fairy Dust, so that is the Q reset, and he will take it. 1 health. Oh, is able to actually auto-attack and lifesteal through the 2. Wow. Talk about living on the knife's edge, and this feels so bad for Shurima, because instead of fighting there, Explorer went bot to hit the turrets, and now instead of like trying to, or killing the Irelia, and then at least you can just survive here, and maybe kill the Gwen on the backside. Now you lose 3 turrets.
Yeah, no, this is a mega feels bad, man.
Looks like Shurima's trying to trade back a kill here, but Never Look Back is just dodging everything, trying to lifesteal through this, but it will not happen.
Aw, Bard, good guy Bard. He said, Hui, you can have this kill.
I've got 7 kills already. I guess you can have this one, Hui. I suppose.
You can have your first kill, Hui. It's like giving him a gift. Like, you can have your first one. I promise. I'm okay with it.
That is a little bit scary to Never Look Back, because especially after that last 1v2, you can never be too sure if you can take him down. Looks like Shurima looking for an engage here on the back end, but I don't know what they're pinging here, because there's no way they ever get here in time.
I also really like this Morello, like this Grievous wounds on the Bard. Very smart.
Yeah, I do too.
He'd be roaming around doing all that damage.
They're going to use everything right into the Rel, but Rel has a bunch of CC here. Jinx trying to clean up, is unable to find anything. That's 5 mid on Shurima, and they take a lot of damage. They are able to take down Miko, and Miko does use ultimate. But I think the problem, though, is they're all so low now for this dragon that they're not going to be able to contest it in any meaningful way, and that's likely going to be soul point on the side of Freljord. Even with Miko down, I'm pretty surprised they're walking up this aggressively. I think that the lead that Freljord has, they can take 5v4s if they're even, but they aren't even because they are still down a little bit in health.
Aurelia kind of doing nothing there.
Maybe literally a zoning ult for the drag, but I think drag was already down, so... Explorer ult, but, I mean, taken down here, was not expecting to see 5 people in the jungle right there. I don't think I would expect that either. I think he just Mia pinged there.
So fast. I didn't even freaking see them take it. That was crazy.
Shurima looking for an engage here mid, trying to get anything with this advantage they have. Knife Master will go down. This is going to be a pretty big timer for them to do something with. Shurima will keep going. Miko going to go down again just after respawning. And all of a sudden, there's only 2 people alive on the side of Freljord, and Baron's in 130. So Shurima probably able to get some turrets here, get some shutdowns on these objectives, and able to get vision most likely.
Ooh, and yeah, they also have objective bounties, so they're gonna get some gold from this turret, which is really nice. Feels good.
The play from Hashem right here, if I understand going for this because you see a lot of the enemy team. The problem is if you die on this timer, you have to back at a bad time. Shurima's going to come back and you're going to be on a really bad, you're going to be very far behind your team in tempo.
Ooh, they're about to pinch him hard too.
This death from Hashem is going to be really rough because Baron is up in 50 seconds. Is he able to get away or turn it? That is the ultimate. Gets a lot of lifesteal, but it won't be enough. Explorer here to try to clean up. It is a 1v4 situation, though. Will go down rather quickly.
Ooh,
and unable to do too much.
In.
And I mean, again, it is like the consistent problem for Freljord again, where I think that was just really awkward tempo timing because no one could do anything while Hashem was pushing that top turret. But I think deploying top on the side of Freljord feels really bad because, again, you could have just got like 2 inhibs in mid and bot. But now you just get top, or you don't even get top jungle. You just go top, you get some minions, and you just have to wait for the enemy team to start setting up Baron. And they're probably just going to do it. Although Knife Master and Miko trying to get a pick here just before the Baron, and they may find it on Way 2K. Way 2K re-engages on Knife Master, but Knife Master has barrier, is able to take down Way 2K, and Prophet will also go down, and these two may have just saved the game. I mean, I think that was a clean Baron maybe on the side of Shurima, and they're able to save it, and now they have their own Baron opportunity. Way likely going to go down here. Fairy Dust looking for a trade, though, onto Knife Master. Will find it. Hashem and Miko re-engaging onto Fairy Dust. Again, looking for a trade. Way is still here.
Fight on the planet. It's like they're like fighting, not leaving, fighting, not leaving, fighting, not leaving. This is insane.
Hashem able to take down Pookie most likely as well. He is 1 health. Also, oh, I'm surprised he took that portal.
That was pretty good.
Although the game just looks like it's over. That's why they were calming to keep fighting there, even to the death. Never look back, showing off a little bit at the end.
I mean, I don't know. It felt kind of bad going into that because, well, obviously, Irelia backdoor feels bad. Like I didn't even notice that was happening. But like another thing is like they're just going one into one into one into one. So it was just like one person going up there dying, one person going up there and dying, and it feels pretty bad, you know?
It does feel pretty bad. I think that in reality, they probably should have played to reset after they got those picks, but they play a little bit aggressive in the top side there, and then it was kind of a funneling issue on both teams. I think if they would have just taken a clean reset on those deaths, then it is a clean Baron call, and they're able to defend against the Irelia. But they overstay a little bit, and we see that the Irelia is just able to end.
The good news is that it looks like Freljord's mid laner is back.
These are interesting looking stats. Okay, there we go. Don't think there's anything too exciting to look at. I think that was a I think it was relatively safe from the perspective of Freljord. Like they did have a pretty big lead. It looked kind of shaky though at the end.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean there was definitely some room there for Freljord to kind of sneak in and be like, what? Why is the main Booze Bash account commenting on us?
I was wondering.
Who is logged into the main Booze Bash account while it's live, commenting on Booze Bash 3?
I guess technically the other games could have ended by now, but there's no way. Maybe they were in between games and
no way.
I bet they were in between
still
games.
Live, bro.
Yeah, I bet they were in between games and streaming our stream for the 3 minutes, maybe.
Maybe. They do make a good point. Bard being 9301 is crazy work.
very, very strong bard here. He was able to do a reasonable amount of damage too. I actually like the Leandries. I think the
Especially
idea
if
was
you're getting
good.
that many kills, you might as well get the damage stuff to go do more.
Yeah, exactly. Just unable to really spread that lead more, even with Dead Man's Play, even with all that movement speed. I mean, Freljord was just so far ahead. I think later in that game, Freljord, the macro there on the flipping map got a little bit sketchy. I think that the Irelia being able to identify that she needed to go to the other side of the map felt a lot better. I just think that if Shurima had recalled and the four or the three alive on the side of Freljord, or I think it might have been two or three. I don't remember how many people went top, right? But if there was just a recall from Shurima, then Irelia all of a sudden can't do anything, and they have no pressure on the map because everyone else is just top standing around.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like something that frustrated me is that like anytime anybody would go into one lane and the other team like it didn't feel like either of them were capitalizing upon that like massive opportunity, you know? Like, oh, you're catching out the enemy top laner. The four of you are up there. Why aren't you just letting your top laner die? You know, like it felt like why are people following up on that Renekton getting killed? Why not push somewhere else? Because right at the end there, had they gone like obviously Aurelia backdoors, it worked out for them anyway. But like still, it just feels bad. You know,
Yeah, exactly. Especially, I think earlier in the game,
because
there was a few
it
times
could
that
have
happened.
cost them the game.
Yeah, exactly. There was a few times that happened too, where there was four people on the side of Shurima trying to do something to Freljord, and those four people were matched, and
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't just a whole lot that they could do because I mean you're just running top and you've already lost the fight because someone's already dead instead of trying to get more resources on the other sides of the map. And I think that is just like a team communication thing. I think that I don't know how much they're playing together. And coordination last time was a little bit of an issue, and they were missing their mid laner here. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it felt pretty awkward. But because they win this game and now they're going to have their main mid, I think now we're going to see the true level of communication that they have.
Yeah, no. You know, I think it's something that's crazy to me. Bard Bard getting 8 kills. I don't know. I just like I wanted to be a Bard hater and I can't be a Bard hater because that was crazy. That was crazy.
What are they
That was a
linking?
crazy performance from Pookie. I feel like I could have like 100% seen them doing so much more. It makes me a little sad. 8 kills and 9 assists is insane.
Yeah, very. It is pretty insane, and I think most of the time you'd feel pretty good for that kind of performance. It's just in that specific game, unable to do a whole lot. Is LOL sketch a like a charades kind of deal?
It's like when you do the it's like yeah, it's what is it? What is it called? Um
Scriblio.
like Scriblio, yes, Scriblio, where you like try to draw, but it's like you draw like league champions. My favorite one in LOL sketch is when if somebody gets Zac and you just do like lime green blob. Like you don't even fill it in, you don't do anything. You just do a weird amorphous circle and everybody gets it immediately.
Do you have the draft link?
Yeah, it's the original draft link, but you just have to click draft 2. I'll send it in the chat.
Okay.
So the first ban was apparently Rumble. And then oh my god, they're banning so quickly. Yeah, so you just have to once you get into it, you click draft 2 and then it'll pull up the current draft.
Okay, cool. I
So
actually had the old link open. It just wasn't working for some reason.
oh,
Odd.
strange. Okay, so bans are already done. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up the previous draft. Okay, so we're seeing some repeat bans from Freljord. We're seeing the same LeBlanc and Mel ban, and then Shurima also having the same 3 repeat bans. Freljord first picking Cassante.
Interesting pick. I think that is like can play with almost any comp. Makes sense. I'm not sure if this Shurima top laner is going to be able to punish that pick either. It is pretty hard to capitalize on, especially making a good comp around a top laner that could capitalize on it. So I think it makes perfect sense here. And also because you're blue side, the top laner won't get counterpick anyway. So
Mm-hmm.
you can save counterpick for your bot lane or maybe mid. Looks like
Mm-hmm.
Garen is in response to the Cassante. I think Cassante actually a lot of the time can do pretty well into Garen. Let's see if he is cooking with anything here. He might maybe look for Conqueror and then try to get Cassante in the long lane. But in the short trades, Cassante has that Q and is able to slow down Garen and won't get 100 to 0. So he is pretty agile and will be able to space theoretically. And even then, he will never win the all in versus Garen, but will probably
Ooh.
never die. Misfortune, a safe pick can be used in an all in comp or a poke comp kind of in lane. Out of lane, you're just looking for a good neutral fight where you can find a good R. The problem is, though, you don't really have a top laner with a lot of setup. So I would imagine they're going to see a support that can set up reasonably for her. But
Mm-hmm.
the issue, though, is that there is, I mean, Rel is gone. So let's see what support they opt to go with here, because Rel is the support that I think of when I think of what can set up very well for Misfortune.
I love Ziggs.
I think Ziggs is a good answer to the Misfortune. You're not going to lose lane too hard. Let's see if we see a support. I would imagine we won't. I would imagine this is going to be a jungle here. And that's, oh, whoa. I mean, solo lane Yon. That makes sense. So it's very likely going to be a Yon mid here. I'm surprised that is the pick though, because Shurima, it looks like their mid is a mage player. Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
picked Yon here because they expected it to be banned, but the problem is Yon does not really punish mages in the same way. So I think that now sure the mid laner on Shurima is going to feel a lot better. I have no idea how to say his name, by the way.
Yone?
No, the mid laner for Shurima, it's D8IOPO.
I think people just call him D8OPO.
D8O D D8OPO?
D8OPO? Like
Okay.
D80OPO? I don't know. I always like every time I read his name in like in the Discord chat, I always just say like D8OPO. Like I skip over the I completely. Maybe if he like joins us, he can tell us what the phonetics are for his name.
True.
Maybe people just call him D8.
Yeah, I might call him D8, I think. And on the side of Shurima, we see the Syndra lock. That makes a lot of sense to me. I'm not sure what that no ban is. That Syndra
I'm gonna
lock,
type it here.
that Shurima, or that Syndra makes a lot of sense. It
Nautilus.
is a really good answer into Yon. Yon unable to do too much, to be honest, into that. Because Syndra E is, I believe, a shorter cooldown than Yon E, and Yon wants to fight on his E cooldown. And
Mm-hmm.
Syndra can space the Yon W, and Yon Q3 is not a super big threat into Syndra since she can just dodge it or space it out. So pretty safe pick here, mid. The problem is, though, on the side of Shurima for that mid laner, Syndra is not very mobile, and you don't see the enemy jungle yet, and Yon can set up ganks very well after 6. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see if Freljord could cook maybe with a synergy there.
Nautilus ban and a Lilia ban. Ooh. Well, okay, there it is. They locked it in.
I'm su-
Alistair ban.
I'm surprised they banned Lilia. I could kind of see the ban because you see the Yon mid, Lilia Yon work well together. The thing is though, you already see the Ziggs, so you would probably bet that they are not planning to go a very heavy AP jungle, because otherwise picking the Ziggs there in response wouldn't make the most sense in the world. Maybe the idea
Mm-hmm.
here is that they could technically still do an AP jungle, but that Ziggs and a Lilia or Zyra is quite a bit of AP. So let's see. I think Zyra would actually be a better pick anyway for Freljord, because Zyra's tempo is very high and will be able to visit mid quite a few times and make DH's life very difficult. Lee Sin locked in for Shurima. Good all around pick. I think that into Cassante Yon, though, he's going to struggle to find favorable situations. Maybe these last two picks will make the Lee look better. But into Ziggs, Lee feels pretty comfortable.
Somebody in the chat just said it was just a D8. But
Just D8?
like part
Okay.
of me really enjoys saying just D8. Like I like just like saying D8 IOPO. Oh my gosh, these guys are horrible at drafting. Vi.
Vi, actually, fantastic pick there with that Yon. We don't see the Zyra. We don't see an AP jungle there. could be, you already have the Zig, so you're pretty dynamic in what you can do. And Vi is able to set up on the Syndra very well. Even in the early game, after first clear, can just visit mid, make it so Syndra is never allowed to push out the wave. But even worse than that, after 6, Syndra has no real way to get away because she can't E away the Syndra or the Vi. So D8 might have some problems here surviving. Let's see if the advantage he gets early on is able to fix it. However, the 2v2 of Jarvan Yone or Vi Yone versus Syndra Lee Sin. Syndra Lee Sin should actually perform pretty well in, so maybe that's what they're looking for. Nico last pick for support. Oh, great pick, I think, actually. Able to give a lot of setup for that misfortune. And maybe able to catch something for the Garen is going to be very good into lane against Ziggs and Nami. I like it. Makes a lot of sense to me. I think the only problem, though, is that if you look at the side of Shurima, if they need to snap engage, there's not a whole lot they can actually do. They can kind of look for maybe an insec from Lee Sin or a Syndra stun or Nico engage. The problem is Nico is the only one who has like real CC and a real engage. And that's going to make Misfortune's life pretty hard in these team fights. And more so, Freljord is never going to get locked down. And if you don't have a way to stop Cassante and Yone and Vi actually from running over your team, it's going to be really hard for Shurima to respond to those threats.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really enjoy a Vi as a champion, like playing with people who play Vi, because I feel like the like gank potential, the like solo like is like really cool because she just like locks onto somebody and then you're like, oh buddy, you're forked now, which is nice. It's nice to have that kind of just like lock on. Ziggs be pumping out some damage. Nami be pumping out some heals. The speed, like it's crazy. Cassante's Cassante. I don't really know. Yone, brother, I don't know. But I'm really excited to see the Yone Syndra thing because like what you were talking about with like the spacing and him having struggle into mage stuff, I feel like that's going to be another fun mid lane matchup. Yippee!
Yay.
Hopefully the Irelia doesn't get like the person who played Irelia like the same, like it's not as like differential of a matchup, so it's not so like
Yeah, I agree. I think that what he's going to be scared of, though, is if Explorer is able to come mid a lot, which he might be able to, and he might not be able to respond to that in an amazing way.
Yeah, no, it's definitely...
I think that also on the side of Freljord, they have actually really good neutral game with that Ziggs. Mm-hmm. And the Nami is going to be able to either engage or disengage against the relatively non-mobile comp on Shurima. So you may see Shurima struggle to both find engages or even find disengages. You kind of have Syndra that can supply a bit of disengage. Nico can counter engage, but if you don't want to play a fight, they're not going to have a great way to get away. But the problem is if they want to play a fight, they also don't have a way to keep going. I have a feeling that what we're actually going to end up seeing is a lot of early game skirmishing. They have pretty good 2v2s and 3v3s. Misfortune, Nico, and Lee Sin, great at fighting. Lee Sin, Syndra, pretty good in specifically that matchup. And Lee Sin, Garen, really good at fighting, actually, Cassante and Vi. So maybe that's the idea. Shurima trying to get a bit of an advantage here early. And they have a pretty hard spiking mid-game comp. So maybe they really don't want to get into those 5v5 situations in general. They don't want to get that far in the game. They're hoping to be able to close it out before the scaling. But I think that trying to end a game versus Ziggs is hard.
Yeah. I mean, the like two things. The Ziggs split potential is ridiculous because he just be kind of walking around. You forget that little dumb Yordle exists. And then boom, you've got 3 towers missing. You're like, hold on. And then, I don't know, the blow-up potential for Shurima is crazy. Like, Syndra be blowing people up. Misfortune be blowing people up. Nico blowing people up. Garen are, like, I feel like they have the real potential. Like, if they get onto someone, they land any CC, somebody is going to get blown up really quickly. So, like, I don't know. I think it's going to be map awareness for Freljord to not get blown up. And then also peeling so that the Ziggs can just destroy shit. He wants to destroy shit. Let him destroy shit.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think also I think that Nico pick is going to be blowing people up, but also remember who is playing that Nico. That is the same Bard. So let's see if on this
Yeah,
pick his
that's
map in
gonna
fact
be
is going to be more.
crazy. Oh my god, that's the Bard player. All right, Nico dub.
If a similar game to last is played and that Nico is able to get a large amount of early kills, trying to stop a Nico's lead is much harder than a Bard's. Even though Bard
Oh
is
yeah.
really faster on the map, against Nico you have to play her minigame. But more than that, her damage is going to be expressed a lot easier than Bard's damage. So she's
hmm
going to be able to shut down people on Freljord if she does find that gold.
And she's just gonna be able to pop them. You know, like you have to play the mini game, which the mini game sucks. I hate the Nico mini game. Fork the Nico mini game. But also, like, you play the mini game poorly, she's just gonna like bloop 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 walk into your lane as the brambleback and then ult and explode you.
Yeah, exactly. It's so annoying to
She
play
doesn't even
against.
need to hide. She doesn't even need to pretend to be a minion. She's gonna walk into your lane as a Scryer's Bloom, as a freaking blast cone, and you're gonna be like, wait, you'll like it. It always catches you off guard when Nico walks into your lane as something weird. Because like you're looking at it and you're like, Nico is in your game logically, and you're looking out for weird shit. But you don't expect the blast cone slowly scooting its way into your lane. Like you just don't expect that. And then boom, Q, like the freaking E, she blows you up, ults you, you're done. And you're like, wait a minute. I just got 1-2-3 by a freaking blast cone.
And I don't know if they're going to do this on the side of Freljord. I would imagine they will because they are very high elo. But if you press tab, you can see when she's on the map, like her name will pop up and be brighter. So
Mm-hmm.
they might have to do the thing where they just press tab the entire game and try to see where she is, see if she's one of the pink wards or see if she's a blasting cone or just see what's
Multitasking
happening.
like that is so exhausting though. Like you're like you said, it's like the Nico mini game.
Yep, exactly.
Like
And
it's the Nico mini game of watching for weird stuff, but then also tabbing to see if she's on the map. Like, not getting caught off guard by like a fake jungler. If somebody just died, not trying to kill them because you're like, oh, this person's low, and then getting jebaited by the Nico.
yep. And what I
Can
think
you
makes
tell I
it
don't like
worse,
playing against Nikos?
I can tell a little bit, I think. I also hate playing against Nico.
But what makes it worse?
The fact that Nico Misfortune is a very strong lane into Ziggs Nami. Ziggs
Oh
Nami
my god.
will get outranged. If Misfortune doesn't stand on minions, Ziggs' damage is not super reliable. Nami can really struggle into that Nico pick, and they don't actually have very good setup either for the Vi to come bot. And Nico, and if they're able to just get perma-prio bot lane, right, that means that they can rule the bot jungle, they can have the vision they need to respond to Vi coming down if they have to. And I'm just not sure how Freljord plans to deal with that, because if that Nico gets ahead in lane, that means she's going to be able to very early on start applying pressure to other lanes. And specifically that Yone mid, it is a pretty good pick going into the mid game, but it is a little bit fragile in lane if there's a lot of interference, and that Nico can absolutely supply what she needs to make Yone's game very hard. And then you look at other objectives too, like rubs or drag. That Nico can make those fights impossible to play if the Nami's unable to match, which she might be. We are in game here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Exo, tell me if
My stream is able to do it. There we go.
Perfect. I am caught up. I'm at a minute 12.
I'm on a minute 15.
Okay, whatever. You're ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Have
My
to
League of
show
Legends
off.
client is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, some of us are playing on an 8-year-old laptop, so there's no need to show off.
The laptop is trying
Last
its
game,
best.
I straight up had my phone open to like watch the stream because I like to see if anybody chats, or to also make sure that the stream doesn't break for some reason randomly. And your game, like the stream loaded before my client had even gone to the loading screen. I was like, whoopsies.
That sounds very unfortunate. Prophet trying to take down a
Misfortunate
Hashem
almost.
early here. Hashem able to walk away. Oh, I need to reorganize my scoreboard too.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Good point, bestie.
Oh, a lot of damage here right now.
Uh-oh.
Prophet and Hashem both pretty low. This might come down to which jungler is able to get down here first.
Or up here?
Up here. Oh, Prophet flashing
Or
under
just-
turret. But Hashem able to take him down. Oh, that feels horrible because you just used both your sums, and Cassante won't miss anything because he's the one with the TP.
Oh my god, yeah, you literally flash ignite in to get the kill, die, and then, oh my god, that feels so bad.
The idea from Prophet there, too, was to trade 1-for-1 because the 1-for-1's better if you get the wave. But because he doesn't get the kill, now Hashem is really far ahead.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, does he not even need to TP back? I don't think he will.
Oh, that's big. Absolutely massive.
So that's huge, man. I think in the bot lane here, Knife Master and Miko looks like they're able to stabilize pretty well. It looks like they're actually able to get a lead here pretty early on. But I think after the first component, it's going to be harder. Hashem scrapping here with Prophet. Hashem able to have that the item advantage here with 2 cloth armors. Prophet able to do 0 damage into him, it appears. We'll say at least Pookie bot lane here is able to have the bush control. So maybe they can look for plays, but they're unable to get the early prio here, so it doesn't look like they're going to be able to move up and fight over this scuttle. Explorer able to secure that scuttle. Looks like D8 contesting a little bit with the Yone there, and Way2K is going to be able to try to come up and get this top scuttle, although Hashem is not going to let him have it, it doesn't look like. Explorer is going to be up here. Way2K does get it. I would imagine he's going to have to flash, perhaps. No, he has his W up, so is able to get out with the ward.
Oh, I just thought about it. The D8 got kind of like not fun in against that Irelia last game. That was the sub.
Yep.
He was playing against. The Irelia was the sub.
Yep.
That feels bad.
I wonder also if the bans were for that last mid, if the bans were the same. Because if that guy was the assassin player, then Faith either got banned out last game or Faith didn't get banned out this game.
They had plenty of time to figure it out, I think. Like, they got some OPs. They knew who was missing. I would be surprised if they accidentally banned. But maybe, you're not... It's a good point.
Maybe those champions are quite strong, but I think I saw an Echo ban, which is not normally the strongest mid in the world. Hashem finding some damage on a Prophet. Prophet still a little bit far behind here. He actually buys Cole and Boots in lane. Prophet is just trying to survive here, it looks like, and try to outscale Hashem, but Hashem is going to have a pretty big lead already, especially because he has Grasp. Oh, Hashem missing a very key Q3 there, and he might go down for it. Prophet has that Conqueror stacked. Hashem taking a lot of damage, will be ignited, and will go down here. Hashem getting a little bit too aggressive there with that Q3, and because he misses it, Prophet basically immediately takes him down because he just knows it won't be up for the rest of the fight.
I'm loving that top lane is not a noodle fest.
Definitely not a noodle fest here in the jungle, as the junglers are just scrapping it out right now. Explorer looking for an invade here, not able to find really too much. I think he's trying to play with the advantage that his bot lane has right now, but bot lane is at the point where they have first component, so I think the Misfortune and Nico are going to be able to start contesting things pretty hard. I don't know if they know which one is there. Oh, they definitely know now. Shurima able to get this first drag here. And on the side of Freljord, it's like this compensation thing. I think Misfortune missed some CS there. I could definitely be wrong, but I think she walked up. And because of that, she misses some CS, and there's no decisive call to not contest the dragon, and it causes the team to lose a bit.
Yeah, unfortunate. Well, it's not a Cloud Soul, so that's good. Like, Cloud Soul is always so, like, rough to play against.
Hashem is fighting Prophet pretty hard here. Prophet low, but strangely enough, actually, Prophet has a pretty big CS lead. And he has Colt, so he is going to be scaling relatively well. Hashem trying to go for a dive, but Way2K is here to try to match it. And all out of turret from Way2K, or from Hashem. It was very quick, but it doesn't quite catch Prophet. Hashem trying to get away. He will be able to kill the Lee Sin if the Garen is not here. Prophet going to have to look for some kind of value. He does go in with the E and will take down Hashem. Hashem again losing that lead a little bit in top lane, and he is, again, he gets that large HP lead and just plays a little bit too confidently and loses it.
He just got skill gapped. Garen Justice.
Justice gap.
That was, the Justice gap was crazy. I know Lee Sin got the kill, but still, I saw it.
Faith and Explorer just making Way2K's life really annoying here. He wants to get his top side there because he was just top, but actually won't be able to get it because Faith has Prio in the mid lane. Knife Master taking a very large amount of damage. Pookie and Fairy Dust able to get a bit of an advantage here in terms of health in the bot lane. And Knife Master and Miko both low on mana, but Knife Master does have TP. And I would imagine he's going to take that soon, but if that wave does get frozen away from him or shoved really hard into him, then the teleport advantage won't really matter.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, a very good timing here for Way2K to be bot. Pookie going to look for or doesn't have R yet, actually. Can't really look for anything. And they won't catch him out yet. Oh!
That was a great Ziggs W.
Way2K finding the Q at the end. I thought the Misfortune bounce was going to kill Ziggs, but it's just Ziggs barely gets away.
It was like barely not enough damage.
I think actually, I mean, this would be like Canyon level play, but I think Lee Sin would be able to technically flash auto the Ziggs at the end after killing the Nami, but that'd be very hard to execute.
That'd be like Korean Lee Sin type shit.
Yeah, we speak way too much English here.
Yeah, no. Not enough symbols in your language and your speak for you to be able to pull off that kind of Lee Sin play. Nice try, buddy.
Oh, Hashem uses that Q3 again and has to walk away from the wave. He learned his lesson last time. He does have teleport, though. He's going to use that advantage. Oh, and D8 has to flash away. I'm surprised he flashed that. Maybe he knew that Vi was there. But if Yone does that without Vi, I think that she is close enough to tower to be safe.
Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, good for this Garen. Buying that gold, getting back ahead, getting these golds, you know, doing the Garen thing, igniting, E-ing, and then O-ing.
Oh, and Prophet now just going to go proxy because the wave for Hashem is too big to actually drop. And with this Prio, Prophet's probably going to be able to get although D8 is getting Vi ulted, he can't respond to it at all. He used Flash on the Yonar and is going to go down basically immediately. This is the combination that I'm talking about. D8 really can't ever leave tower for half a second, and even there, when he's close to his tower, it's just not going to be enough. There's a lot of damage coming from Faith and Explorer, especially at this point in the game, where I think that Syndra pick is going to feel like you need your Lee Sin mid.
Yeah, no, plus on top of like the engage and the damage, it's just like there's just so many different things that you can't dodge, and then once you get like somebody gets on top of you, there's no way to like self peel out of that. Like you just can't disengage. Like you get CC'd and you're kind of done for. There's just so much.
Pookie engaging here on the Miko.
They didn't play the minigame.
They forgot, they didn't count. And then
they didn't play the minigame.
Miko goes down pretty fast. Knife Master, though, is probably able to survive here. I mean, it's just the gold kill there, or the gold on the kill. It doesn't look like Knife Master is going to miss any CS, which feels very good for him. And Miko is maybe actually going to be able to deploy bot here with wards and everything. Feels pretty good. So a death is still the gold, you know, it still matters, but it isn't the end of the world, and Pookie won't have ult for this drag. And Fairy Dust also won't have ult. So I wonder, honestly, if Shurima may call this off, actually. A fight here in the top lane. Hashem trying to take down Prophet, but Prophet is pretty close to his tower. We'll be able to just get away. And gets the cannon.
If Shurima does call off this dragon, though, it is the second dragon for Freljord, which does allow them, like, it's, you know, not fun. We got 2 Lee Sins.
An engage here from Way2K. Miko gonna go down again just after coming out of spawn from that death bot, and it is certain now that Shurima's gonna be able to do this dragon.
Good night, Nami.
I think Miko didn't know if they were contesting. I think earlier I said it was communication error on the side of Freljord again, but they did switch sides, so it was actually communication on that dragon contest earlier on the side of Shurima. But there it doesn't look like they're on the same page. Miko can't really walk in on their own to get vision or anything. So again, kind of that looks a little bit like a miscommunication or mistiming. I'm not really sure. Maybe they wanted to get Prio on waves first or something, but they do lose that dragon for that.
Unfortunate. I tell you a secret? I kind of hope that Freljord wins so that it's 2-0 so I can go to bed.
Yeah, I'm... Oh, but it looks like Faith is trying to make that come
Holy
true.
Mother of
Big R,
God.
Pookie trying to peel, but takes a bunch of damage there from Explorer. Explorer unable to quite finish it off, and Way2K is here to try to finish them off, is able to take down Explorer, and is now looking for Faith, has Q soon, and is able to find the flash Q with the auto, the slow from the red buff. That was pretty impressive.
That was really well played.
I think that was their response to you hoping Freljord would lose, or would win. Shurima does not want to go down.
They were like, fork you. Staying awake.
Hashem has
Thought
been...
you were gonna get sleep. Nice try.
Hashem has just been at this turret the whole game and almost dies there.
The double flash.
And Way2K will be here probably to finish him off. And Way2K will be able to. He just ults him through the Cassante W.
Lee Sin said goodnight.
Explorer trying to trade
See, what did
back.
I say? The blast cone. She's literally a blast cone right now.
The danger of the blast cone.
She's like slowly walking through the jungle right now. Like she can barely move. It seems she just gave up.
She won't be here for this play top. Prophet able to get a kill back there on Explorer in exchange for Way2K. That was a lot of time that both junglers just used, and not a huge advantage gained there. And Hashem, he keeps pushing up to Prophet's turret, and then it ends up being frozen there. I think he wants to let the wave push back out. He's able to contest minions from a range too. Faith looking for Pookie, unable to find anything, but D8 is here, and it looks like he will get popped. And Shurima's lead is growing just a little bit more, and Pookie doing what Pookie does best and gets the kill.
You're like, oh, that's Pookie. Pookie's doing what Pookie does best. And I'm like, that's your Pookie? Is that your Pookie?
Yep, that is my Pookie.
This is my peak commentary gameplay. You can tell I'm getting tired because I'm like, I don't want to talk about the game anymore. You keep calling it Freljord and Pookie.
We love the Freljord and Pookie. Freljord is so hard for me to say. I don't know why. That L does not exist for me. I think it's because I heard people with accents saying it, and then they skipped over the L.
Also,
and then
blame it on other
now.
people with the accent. Okay.
Indeed. It's all their
You're
fault.
still saying the L, though. Like, you're saying Freljord. Like, you know?
It is Freljord, right? Freljord? Freljord?
Freljord.
Freljord.
Because it's like Nordic, or like the J, or like Germanic, where the J makes a Y sound.
Yeah. Freljord.
Yeah, there you go. It's pretty phonetic if you look at it.
Ooh, an engage here from Faith on a D8 under turret. D8 gonna take a lot of damage, and Faith is able to get out with not that much damage taken. Hashem and Prophet scrapping it again. Prophet not letting Hashem walk up to the wave, which feels actually okay because Prophet is pushing it in, but this means Hashem won't be able to teleport down for a fight that may happen soon. Explorer is mid again.
Getting pushed in on always feels bad.
Oh, and he is able to buffer Syndra's stun. Gonna keep looking here with Faith. D8 taking a lot of damage, but it may not just be quite enough. Fairy Dust, or not actually Fairy Dust, Pookie is here. And we'll trade back on to Explorer, but D8 will go down. I think that feels completely fine because Vi's going to be done on this timer, so that means that Rift Herald is not really at risk of going down.
Pookie is 2-0. Pookie is going to get a lead again.
Pookie with the shutdown again.
Yeah, Pookie got the shutdown. Pookie 2-0. He just did all that damage. That was crazy.
Now Pookie, we're probably going to see start to do the thing that happened last game. With that little bit of gold and XP, gonna just run all over the map, try to find extra damage and good engages.
What about a dead man's plate? And only injuries. I think it would be hilarious if he got a dead man's plate on Nico.
I don't think he'll do. Ooh, Fairy having to flash the Miko R.
Oh, he won't. I just think it would be funny, like for the bit, you know.
I think it would be really funny if he went Storm Surge or something silly. I don't think he will, but that would be hilarious.
Fork it. Get a death cap. Go full AP. Buy a Rylai's.
Prophet trying to hand stiff Hashem, dodges 2 Qs.
Sell your rocket belt. Get a Rylai's.
Knife gonna go. Oh, Knife messes up Flash, messes up the W. Is gonna go down here to way2K.
Oh, that feels bad, man.
And then another assist down onto Pookie, who's gonna be stronger and stronger. Freljord able to get a pretty big lead this game, but they don't have the biggest advantage here on objectives. See if they're able to convert the lead here. Hashem and Prophet again scrapping up top. Hashem looking for an ult here, but Prophet has ultimate and will take down Hashem. And there's a fight at Dragon at the same time. Ult coming down from Fairy Dust, trying to get that Lee Sin, or trying to get the Vi, but Vi just gets out of pit. And Shurima able to get the Dragon. Looks like they're able to convert this gold lead into objectives here.
The thing is like they don't get the Vi off of that, but they secure the Dragon. It's like that was truly a zoning ult. Plus damage to the Dragon, but it was a nice little zoning ult because the Vi couldn't realistically go in without taking 9 billion damage.
And what Prophet Prophet flashes
funny.
the Vi Q. I don't think Vi ever wins this though.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That would have been important. Looks like Faith will ult Fairy Dust. Fairy Dust will go down. Faith keep trying to extend the fight. Pookie is 1 health, but Faith unable to secure it, unable to get that shutdown, and Miko likely able to get away here from D8. Has to flash the Q. D8 still looking, though, unable to quite catch Miko. I mean, it feels so bad for the Freljord there, because the top Prophet was able to get that turret off of the kill on Hashem, and they also, on the same time, are able to get the drag and the bot turret here, so a huge advantage just gained. Knife Master looking to trade something back here on the mid turret, is able to get it.
Nah, the 2-0 Nico, the 8-1 Lee Sin. This is looking pretty rough, buddy.
That Garen is very far. Let's look at the gold difference here. He is 3,000 gold ahead of Hashem. Hashem, even though he had a little bit of an early gold lead, is going to be a little bit far behind.
5,000 gold ahead of Freljord, so 3,000 of that is on just Garen.
It's going to feel pretty bad trying to get that back. Also, Cassante's first item looks like he went Zeke's actually. Interesting.
He said support Cassante, period.
He's a little bit far behind.
This game.
Maybe looking for like ults and team fights to give CC, but not sure how much that is going to supply. I think he needs to be able to lock down the side lane because Yone really does not want to match Prophet right now.
Is like I love this Garen's energy, you know, like you pull up to the game, you get like killed really early like that, like really disrespectfully, frankly, and he goes, all right, you know what, motherfucker, I don't like your attitude, I don't like the way you're speaking to me, and so now he's 40 gold up and up 3 kills.
Oh, D8 flashing. Zigzar won't be enough to get away. Faith will go down. So just 1 for 1 there, but it looks like Freljord is able to get the turret, which, I mean, feels pretty good for them. But I don't think they're able to get anything else on them. Oh, they're actually going to get mid. I forgot about the Ziggs damage like you talked about earlier.
It's like sneaky. If you don't think about it, it's sneaky. It'll catch up on you. Like all he's got to do is throw it over there right now. If it's up, I mean, he doesn't need to. But if it's up, he could literally just thrown it, and boom, there's another one.
He gave solo gold, it looked like on purpose there to Explorer. Explorer being strong, I don't think will matter an incredible amount. Prophet just rolling over the top jungle, though. Hashem pushing up pretty far.
Garen's playing like a diva right now. I like he said, you know, this is my jungle. This is my game. I'm getting all of the farm. I'm getting all the kills. What are you going to do? Stop me?
And I like that he's able to use the pressure, because if you have Ignite and you lose early like that, sometimes that can just mean the whole game because you can't match anything. But because he's able to bring the game back here, now it's going to take at least 2 people to match him most likely. And that is a big stress reliever for the rest of Shurima.
And it's going to be the right 2 people, because if you send the wrong 2 people up there, he's getting double kills.
Yeah, exactly. Like Knife Master and Miko, I don't even think can match him.
Exactly, right? So you have to send the right 2 people up there, but sending the right 2 people up there feels bad because you're taking those 2 strong people out from the rest of the map just to kill the Garen. Which, I mean, 600 gold shutdown, yes, but also it's rough.
Looks like we might see a little bit of a fight mid. 4 players on each side hovering here. just before the dragon spawns. Way2K looking like he wants to kind of contest this red, but knows it's a bit too dangerous. They're able to get this base first, which I think is pretty important here when you have this team comp, which can struggle with engages.
Uh-oh.
Faith taking a little bit of damage. Actually, Way2K trying to go in kicks Faith into the Nico R. Oh, but I think Faith. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Looks like D8 is going to go down here on the back end. Did Faith just ult 4 people into Zigzar? Is that what just happened?
I think so. That's the only thing on their team that could have knocked people like that. I mean, Vi could have maybe knocked one person, but I saw a large amount of players on Shurima go flying in one direction.
Let me watch that in the replay.
Yeah.
Let me see if the replay works.
Here's the issue, though, is now Ziggs and Nami are trying to take the dragon, and Garen's walking up on them like...
Prophet is here, we'll just flash all Miko.
That feels so bad.
Knife Master almost goes down as well, has to flash out, and Prophet stops the dragon and runs back out. It looks like Freljord is able to secure it, though, but Prophet is not planning to let them out for free. Pookie is here again. Shurima trying to get some kills here on the back end. Hashem trying to take a kill back. Does a lot of damage, but wow, they are actually able to take down Prophet, who had a huge shutdown bounty on him. Faith unable to take down Fairy.
On the Yone, which is nice.
And Fairy able to take down some kills here, but I think they're actually completely fine with that. I think Yone getting that amount of gold feels pretty good. Let's see if I can...
Ziggs just got another kill, too.
See, the problem is I want to look at the replay on that one fight with the Zigzar, but looks... Okay, now I think I can do it.
Yeah, no, I think now's a good time.
Okay, so going into the fight here, see what happened later on. The Nico got the big R down with the Misfortune ult, and that is a huge Yonar. He caught 3 and forced them all into the Ziggs ult in that one shot. 3 people. Wow. Big,
oh my God, that's
big
insane.
play. I don't know if that was on purpose from Faith and Knife Master, but if it was, that's an incredible amount of skill.
24-36, by the way.
I'm at 24-40. I'm still ahead of you because I'm better.
You said 40 at the same time mine was at 40. I think we've evened out now, so you can't claim you're better than me.
Discord
Nice
delay.
try,
I'm a second
Louis.
ahead. I'm cooler.
Okay, whatever you say.
It might be the exact same.
It's probably exactly the same, and it's just the Discord delay that's causing us to be off.
I'm glad the replay system worked. That worked actually pretty well.
No, I have it open on my phone right here, and I was watching it, and I was like, that was kind of sick. Oh my God, professional streamer moment.
Explorer.
Good night, Sandra.
Trying to take out D8. D8 tries to flash away, but it won't be enough. Explorer follows with the ult.
Ziggs literally blew her up. That was crazy.
Fairy and Way2K having to be, or that's not actually Fairy. Pookie and Way2K trying to be up here to stop the push on the turret, but it looks like it's going to be a Baron fight here. Way2K just checking it there with Q. I thought he took the Q. That was that looked very scary.
Garen is going to end the game if they don't do anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to match him, though, because they don't even know who wants to do it. Hashem doesn't have TP, but it looks like he's going to be the one to back. But I don't even know if he has the damage to stop that. It looks like Freljord trying to do the Baron here. I think at this point, you just keep the Cassante top and just accept that Garrett's get a bunch. But they're unable to secure this, though. A huge ult coming from Fairy Dust and Pookie, able to get a bunch of damage here onto Freljord. But they just fight well enough to secure the Baron here, it looks like. Fairy Dust trying to secure and is able to take 2 down.
God.
Faith unable to take it down. Fairy, and now you just have Prophet in the base. Hashem trying to trade some damage. I think in that situation, you just accept that it's a 5v4 top and you let Garen get the inhib and then you try to back in time, because I think this is the worst case scenario where you lose the fight top and you know Cassante can't match, so Prophet just going to end the game.
This is... You just give up Baron there at that point.
I think they can still do the Baron. I think they could just end the game. I'm surprised they're not going for it. I think
I mean, I guess Vi is up now.
I think D8 and Fairy could have just walked through turrets, to be honest, but looks like Freljord will be able to hang on here. Maybe Explorer did have enough damage threat to stop them from ending. I think that they could have just done Baron, just accept that Garen's going to get the inhib no matter what, and try to rush it down with while the Cassante is still top with you, and then maybe force the fight there or just back as 5 or something. But I think that's the worst case scenario, where you have one person matching the guy who needs at least 2 or 3 to stop him, and then you just take the 4v4 while hitting Baron, so you're going to be a little bit lower, you're going to be using abilities on it, and then you just lose the fight on the back end.
They are leaving a ward in their base that they know is there.
That is haunting. I mean, that ward is a little bit non-threatening, though, because the only person who can really take it is D8. So it'd be a Syndra backdoor, which is a little bit awkward. I mean, Prophet just matching Faith here. Prophet is so much... Whoa, Faith! What? Oh, it's Faith able to barely get away there. Wow, the item saving him there.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
I wonder why Garen didn't kill, but I forgot the name of it. It is Shield Bow. Able to save Faith just barely. But again, I mean, Prophet doesn't really care. There's no death timer, but he's still able to get the turret anyway. Explorer unable to walk into his bot jungle here. He is 1v4. And I think this is when games start to feel really bad, is when you just can't walk into your jungle anymore, and then you just lose all the space.
No, it does really start to feel bad when you're like, can't go into your own jungle, and you're just like, man, what the fork?
Hashem has TP, though. Looks like a fight is going to break out. A flash ult from Pookie finds 2. They're both going to go down. Faith is not going to be able to find a whole lot of damage here. Explorer looking for a trade back on a D8. Might be able to find it. Nope. D8 able to... Oh, a turn actually from Hashem. Able to find the kill there. And Faith on the side able to take down Pookie. It is 1v3, though. And your Nexus is probably going to go down. Faith does not make it out. And... The Syndra does TP here to the bot wave to get it in sooner, and that will be the game.
Damn, that feels real bad.
I think that will be the game. Yes, it will.
That's definitely the game, bro. But that's still, that feels so bad. I'm Freljord, I'm molding right now.
Pretty unfortunate. Hashem wasn't there quite early enough. I think he was cleaning up that top wave.
Pretty misfortunate. You're missing the opportunity there.
Pretty misfortunate. Prophet able to guarantee that game. I mean, I actually do think the gameplay on both sides is pretty good. I think that Hashem being able to get the early lead on Garen is a pretty big deal. That feels nice. I think that he thought his lead was just a little bit more on those like 2 or 3 occasions, and then Prophet able to come back and become a monster in the side lanes. No one really able to match him. We saw like Prophet kind of run over a few people. Like Faith tried to match, was unable to. Explorer realized that he couldn't really do anything, even with some people there. Knife Master would have never been able to kill him. So I think Hashem was a little bit late because he thought Prophet would still be trying to push top, but Prophet was running into the bot jungle. And then Hashem was just a little bit late on that TP. Pookie got that huge R, and that looked like it was the game there at the end. Transition back here. Looks like we're missing someone.
Me.
Uh-oh.
No, it's their mid laner again. I think. No, it's Prophet.
Prophet running away with that game, then running away from the lobby.
This guy.
There he is. So
important to note, had I casted the game that I wanted to originally cast, they are done and I would be in bed. So
it was all done on purpose. Okay, I want a 20-minute banger lock in.
I want a 20-minute banger lock in. This game goes a minute over 20 minutes. Everyone's getting banned. Oh, we have to do coin toss. Like coin.
Okay. Freljord picked tails there. Is that what I see?
Yep, Freljord called dibs on tails.
I did. I'm going to flip it again because I don't know if it automatically flipped the first time. So. Okay, this time. Okay, this was tails. Or, oh no, did they already flip it?
I don't know.
Or was it because the first flip? I don't know if it automatically flips or not.
It
I think
automatically flips when you go in.
Okay, so it was heads then. Okay. I didn't know if it started heads or what, but I didn't actually see the thing flipping initially. Okay, yeah, it was heads.
They went off the first flip. I don't think it matters that much. It'll be fine. If one of them wants to throw a fit, they can say something. It'll be fine. Don't throw a fit. I don't care that badly. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Aw. Yeah. Off at the first flip is probably better. I haven't used that before because last time I did it, actually, for some reason, the coin flip thing didn't come up. So I haven't used it before.
Mm.
And I think on the stream here, I do have the right thing pulled up. I think I have the right link. I don't know if the draft has been reset yet, but I don't know.
Let me go see.
Oh, no. I got it. Draft 3. There we go.
Can't believe there's a third draft. This is ridiculous.
Surely the draft will be done in under 10 minutes, right? I think Booze Bash may ruin your sleep schedule forever.
I won't ever have to play again. LOL. That's so. I love saying random shit. LeBlanc ban again.
Knife Master
Lizard.
is technically correct. You could go to bed theoretically.
I could, but that would be bitch made.
Lizard.
Oh wait, hold on, I got this. Where the fuck?
Lizard.
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 Is Shurima waiting on this ban? Shurima just waited 40 seconds to ban the same champion.
Bro, oh my god.
It was 30
Guys.
seconds, my bad.
No, I'm gonna get trolled. I was like, they're banning slow just to kill me.
They are
It's
playing the mental
alright.
game.
Everybody's gonna get freaking banned tonight. Don't worry.
They're playing the mental
Mod
games versus the
abuse.
casters.
Mental games versus the casters is crazy work, bro. Alright, who is Freljord first picking here? Pick something crazy. Do something like really interesting. Blow my mind.
It's gonna be like Caitlyn or something. That's real.
It's gonna be something so fucking boring.
Oh, that is not boring. They actually played this in the series they played as
fun.
5 before. So it looks like they will do the Kiana.
Nah, Kiana's pretty fun. I like that.
I think
Thank you.
the Kiana, last time they did play at jungle, so maybe we're going to see it down there, but it might be a flex pick, to be honest. So, not sure exactly where that's going. A Poppy immediately in response, which is a very, very good answer to Kiana.
Oh, yeah. I think Poppy also... Hold on. Let me pull it up. Poppy's also getting... Well, Poppy jungle is getting nerfed.
And I think that is a
So-
jungle, so maybe the last time we'll see it there, but not entirely sure.
Mhm. I have the little sheet right now, right near me. I'm using it
Ooh.
as a reference.
Exciting
You
first two
literally
from
randomly
Shurima,
said the
Ezreal,
Ezreal. You were
Poppy.
like, Ezreal's gonna get locked in, and then here it is.
Try not to be too exciting, guys.
Yeah, don't lock in anything crazy like Lux or
Alistar.
guys, don't lock in what's another really fucking basic champion? Sivir. That would be terrifying. Maokai.
I'd say
There's
Maokai's pretty
another
far
one.
up there and boring.
Yeah, Maokai's pretty far up there.
What's really funny, actually, is the last time Freljord lost on that Kiana pick, it was against a Maokai, and now they're playing it with the Maokai instead, so I think
They
that's like
said,
a reasonable answer.
Not today, motherfucker. Not today. I'm so sorry. We're gonna get demonetized on the 3rd Booze Bash channel, motherforker.
Yeah, I think the Twitch staff are watching us right now.
Mods.
Kaisa.
Mods. Oh
Ooh, they're being exciting actually. Kaisa into Poppy Ezreal is not amazing, but it is. Oh, never mind. Okay,
Oh,
we're back to
there it
boring.
is.
I mean,
Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw is actually like pretty fun. Depends what support you run with it. I suspect we're going to see a Lulu ban on the side of Shurima. But if we don't see a
Yeah.
Luluban, maybe we're going to see a case of a Kog'Maw carry. And that would actually mean that they have full, they don't need more AP.
Yes, that is true.
Oh my, that's troll. That's a troll. That's a troll. That's not real. That's not real.
No fucking shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's
No.
what? Shurima going
guys,
maybe the most
you know
boring
what?
draft.
Oh my god, Poppy, y'all are. This looks like a Chemtech draft, guys.
Oh, actually, Freljord thinks that's a Lux mid, which I guess it could be. I mean, D8 does play mages, so maybe they're trying to actually force that Lux to go mid.
What's another really basic thing that they can lock in here?
Like Skarner or something.
Basic fucking jungler. Nocturne. Nocturne's a really basic jungler.
I think it would be more boring to see like Sedge or a Skarner, like a really boring tank. I mean, Sedge isn't that boring of a tank, but like Skarner would be like world-endingly boring. Shen, I really like the side of Freljord now, banning the boring picks. Is Ornn open this late into a draft? I guess he might be. Yeah, I guess he wasn't played in the first two, so Ornn is open, and that would be the most boring pick possible here, but a little bit risky to pick it this early when you don't know your matchup.
Oh my god, wait, Ornn. Ornn would be a really basic pick. Oh my, you're so right.
Azir would also be pretty boring.
But Azir's not basic.
That is true. That is not basic at all. What?
That's not basic at all. That's interesting.
What?
Okay.
Wait. I bet that's actually a Gangplank flex mid and top, because there's no way they just blinded Gangplank top, right? Unless they know it's a Maokai top somehow, but I really doubt they're going to want the Maokai top now. That Maokai could still go support.
This could be a Kiana jungle. Who knows?
Could be Kiana mid too. Lots of flex picks here on Freljord. I really doubt they're going to do the AP Kog'Maw mid, but I guess that is technically a possibility. Shurima's draft is so funny. Wait, okay. No, Freljord. I mean, I guess I think Azir is fun. I main Azir, so I think he's cool. Okay, that first pick was Azir.
That first pick was supposed to be Azir.
Okay. Let's see what so Shurima, it looks like maybe they're going to strong side the Gangplank top.
You literally called the Azir though, but like for the wrong team, but still.
Chat called it for the Victor versus Azir. I'm so used to Corki versus Azir being mega boring and just scaling. Ooh, wait, no, they can't lock Azir and then Akali. What?
What?
Oh, it's an Akali top.
It's Maokai support. It's Kog'Maw, Maokai support, Azir mid, Akali top.
Akali's
Kiana
top for the
jungle?
GP, yeah. It's a counter pick. I mean, it's a little bit risky though. They only have one tank for frontline.
And I think it's a Maokai support. I don't know what else is going to go support.
Yeah, I don't know either. It is a Maokai support, which can support, but it's a horrible support into Ezreal Lux, by the way. Like, that might be his worst lane.
And I'm also thinking this is probably a Kiana. They both suck at drafting. Who's this last champion? Silas? Bruh.
Silas? Okay, so...
I mean, he's got the Maokai ult and the Kiana ult, which is pretty good. The Azir ult's also pretty good. That's some good Silas things to steal.
So here's my problem, right? I play Azir. Silas is picked into Azir a lot because it's like a U.GG counter. Silas might have been picked for the other picks, like it might have been for the Kiana Maokai and Akali. Like, it's pretty good with those. However, the problem is if you picked it for the Azir, Azir is actually really good into Silas if it's a good Azir player. So if we see the Azir able to pop off here or even just survive lane, I think Silas may really struggle.
Yeah, no. That was definitely like, I see big ult, I go.
Yep.
My countermeasures are ready.
Hopefully he does well. I guess we'll find out.
We shall see. And in this break here, I am going to be right back.
Oh my god, I get to talk to the stream alone. Hello, girly pops. I need some more chatters right now. I literally see 17 people in the chat. I do not care if you are one of the players loading into the game right now. If you don't send a message in the chat, I'm gonna fight somebody. Or I'm just gonna start banning people. Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much, bestie. Anyway, I can't give you any insight on this game. Let's be honest. Yeah, I won't ban you because I don't have Twitch perms. But let's be honest, I'm not gonna give you any insight on this game, but I will tell you what I think. I think Ezreal Lux is pretty funny. I feel like that's a very basic, like, bot lane kind of thing. That's like, okay. But it is the blonde girly pops, which is kind of cutesy, kind of fun. You know, cutesy and fun. I don't know, I feel like Maokai support with a Kog'Maw just feels so bad. Like, Kog'Maw wants a support to be like, here, buddy, I'm gonna help you, but I don't think that does anything for him. I feel like Maokai's just gonna get shit on, which kind of sucks for them. But, you know, c'est la vie, I guess. Azir is crazy. Azir, like he said, is boring, but it's like, at least not like, it's not like not interesting, I guess. I don't know. Cog Braum would make it playable. Yeah, see? I mean, yeah, the Maokai was picked to flex, but also I just don't think it should have been flexed to support, frankly. I feel like Maokai support always just feels kind of bad. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm biased. I am usually pretty unabashedly biased, frankly, so not gonna lie. Alright, what do you guys think? Who do I think is gonna win? This game comes down to whether Shurima can get into the yeah, no, that's fair. But also at the same time, I'm like, I'm really worried because Freljord doesn't really have like a front line, you know what I mean? So like if the Maokai dies, like if they don't, like if the Maokai just fucks it up, then they're gonna get onto the Kog'Maw and Azir. You know, like Akali a little squishy, Kog'Maw squishy, Kiana squishy, Azir squishy, like it's gonna be a little tough. A little tough.
We are
Because
still in
Shurima has
draft.
Poppy, Shurima has Gangplank, Shurima has Silas. You know, they got a little bit more beef to them. A little bit more oomph. A little bit more, you know, meat on their bones. They're a little harder to kill than Freljord.
How are we still in draft? Oh my god.
Because they're spiting me. Like, these players actually want me to kill myself tonight. Like, I'm telling you.
So you were talking about which side you guys think is going to win, right? Or what is going to influence the game?
I think this, as boring as their draft is, I feel like it favors Shurima just because they have it's like they're a little harder to kill than Freljord. Like, Freljord's got some pretty easy champs to kill.
Yeah, I mean, I do think Freljord is going to lose, to be honest. This is exactly like the game 3 they had before in their last series where they draft a really squishy comp that likes characters with more health or setup. Akali Kiana really like playing with a tank with setup, and Kog'Maw Azir really like a strong front line to stand behind. And they only have a Maokai support between all of them, who doesn't even want to build pure tank in this game, by the way, because he is playing into Ezreal Lux, and if he builds pure tank, he's going to be completely AFK in lane.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
It is like, again, the exact same issue. I guess the best thing they have going for them is if Akali gets ahead, she's going to be insanely difficult to match in the side lane. And it was with the counter pick. I just think the problem is, I mean, this Kiana is just not going to look like he is having the most fun. And that was the problem last time too. I mean, Kiana got fed last time and was just unable to carry the lead to the end.
Yeah.
Shurima is squishy, but what Shurima has going for them though is that they have the Poppy and they also have the Ezreal. And Ezreal may sound weird, but Ezreal's able to get away, so you can't just like trade ADCs. But the Poppy is going to be able to hold that front line pretty well. And Silas and Gangplank are pretty good at counter diving, so Lux is like the only amazing target for Akali to go for. Kiana can try to go for the whole team, but I think that her getting set up on the side is going to really depend on the vision and angles and everything. And I think Shurima's been really good at covering those so far.
Yeah, no, I agree. They have been pretty good. Oh my god, we're getting raided by the main Booze Bash channel. Hi guys. How's everyone doing? Party at 26. I wonder how many people are gonna drop. They're gonna be like, ugh, I'm not watching this anymore.
We know
This
you
is gonna
guys
go
purposely
crazy.
made Adelphi stay up and not do the main cast, we know.
Yeah, period.
You are all banned.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Except I didn't want the main cast. I wanted the other one that already ended. The second one. Blues Bash 2.
Oh, Booze.
That
Oh,
one
when did
ended
they? They must
already.
have ended so long ago, right? They
Yeah,
must have
I
had two
know. I
really short
literally
games.
heard my boyfriend go to bed already. I'm pissed. I'm actively mauling. That man's already in bed. Like, well, I just heard his office door open, so maybe he's not in bed. But he's, not sitting at his computer anymore, which, good for him, I guess.
He's able to have a wonderful, relaxing time, able to cuddle up in warm blankets and head to
Oh my
bed.
god, someone literally said that they ended 25 minutes ago.
25 minutes. Wow.
Bruh. I could be in bed right now.
We could be. I mean,
It's crazy. I can't believe I offered to help.
at least our games aren't too long though, right? Because like if our games were long and they were like late 20 minutes or however long they were late.
No, you're right. Like, they did just get delayed. I think that's what's making this crazy, because the games haven't been, like, insane.
Hopefully this one will be a little bit faster. I would imagine it's going to be faster because I feel like on the side of Freljord, they're either going to win really hard or lose really hard. I don't think there's a whole lot of in between for that. I don't even know what 2v2s they can take, to be honest, because the mid 2v2 is not very good, especially early. The top 2v2 is not very good. And the bot 3v3, they might win the bot 3v3, but I think they're going to struggle to actually find them.
I don't know, man. I'm concerned. Freljord's squishy.
They are squishy. Okay, we are in game here. I'm going to fast forward really quickly.
My game lobby hasn't even loaded.
I think I'm still streaming on Discord, right? You should be able to see that.
No, I've got the stream open on my phone. It's not a huge.
Okay, cool.
Needs to win lane hard, or yeah, that I see. I agree with that. Like, they need to get super far ahead and get some craziness.
Prophet and Hashem, like they have in the last two games, going very hard early at each other.
I also hope someone gets ass blasted, Jenny, because if someone gets ass blasted, that means this shit's gonna be over with quickly, and I'm trying to go to sleep. I did say if we weren't done by 10:35, that I was gonna ban everyone on both teams. So
she'll do it too.
I will mod abuse you motherfuckers in a heartbeat. Who's gonna stop me?
Booze will.
Nah, what's he gonna do? He's in bed already. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Also, it's Silas support.
Oh. So they did actually call that it was a Lux mid. So the bans were good there. Silas support. Yeah. Wait, that... I mean, it does look better, to be honest, into the Maokai. I mean, not better, but it looks like they might have more kill threat. I think Lux Ezreal can technically win lane harder, but I don't think they would be able to kill, really.
Okay, here's my thing. It's like, is Pookie a support player? Because they've been playing some, like, crazy damage. James just typed in the chat, what don't I know? You don't know shit, buddy. Anyway, I guarantee the only reason he joined the stream is because he heard me saying his name in my office as he walked by. Like, he was not watching this stream.
Let's go against Maokai. I mean, so I think in the bot lane, Maokai is pretty good at peeling and getting bush control with the saplings. So Pookie won't be able to look for as many engages and won't be able to poke these two down like D8 or like the Lux pick would have been able to. But I think that the Lux mid feels pretty good into Azir because Azir is actually relatively nice into the Silas in lane. So Azir is probably going to get poked down here, unable to find a huge lead most likely early. And Fairy and Pookie are going to be pretty safe down here and may even have some kill threat. Hashem did have the big counter pick top here. Let's see if he's able to do anything in a Prophet. Prophet so far, though, looks to be surviving pretty well. Has a little bit of a lead. Fairy Dust and Pookie actually able to get a pretty big health advantage here in the bot lane. It probably won't be the most impactful thing in the world, though. If the wave stays here, they need the wave to be on their side if they want to walk Knife Master and Miko all the way out to look for kills. It looks like Prophet is very much vibing right now, though. Going even on Gangplank feels really good, and the wave is in a great spot for him. In the last game, he was a little bit down in the early game, and it looks like it's going to happen again. They're going for a dive with Explorer and Hashem. Able to find a lot of damage. Prophet tries to flash out, but isn't able to get all the way out. But Explorer does go down, and he is revealed on the map, so they know which way he cleared. And Prophet does have TP, so he shouldn't miss too much of the next wave.
I just realized I was behind you. So you were like describing a gank, and I was like, "There's not a gank on the screen right now. What the fuck are you talking about?" And then I sped up, and then I realized what was happening.
Oh, are you able to watch in game now?
No, I've been spectating in game the whole time.
Oh, it just hates you.
Yeah.
Fairy Dust and Pookie able to get them in the long lane here. Maokai has no more health potions. And Faith, yeah, I mean, this matchup is so annoying for Azir. You have to space really well. And when Lux throws those E's, you just have to play a 50-50 game of going in or out most of the time. Side to side, a lot of the time just won't work very well. So he's going to get poked down here. He kind of needs boots early. He should probably buy Null Magic Mantle. Ooh, and a great engage from Pookie on a Miko. Miko taking a lot of damage early on here. Has to flash away. Oh, and a flash from Fairy Dust is able to take him down. Fairy Dust looking to finish it off on Knife, but Knife is trading back. DA almost kills Faith mid, but unable to completely finish the kill. Way2K is here to match the gank from Explorer. Looks like DA able to get away with that barrier. Way2K now just scrapping with Explorer. Poppy's pretty strong in these situations, actually. Explorer misses that little bit of damage at the end, and Way2K going to follow them into the jungle. Fairy and Pookie engaging here on Knife Master. Knife Master has to flash away and will be able to get away, but I think losing Flash in this lane is going to feel horrible. Oh, Way2K with a flash play onto Explorer is actually able to take him down.
Shit.
Way2K going to keep trying to run away, and we'll re-engage back onto Faith. We'll find that kill, and Hashem has the E canceled from the Poppy W.
So that's why Poppy Jungle's getting getting nerfed.
That is that feels like the worst thing ever, because they thought that for sure Way2K was dead, and all of a sudden Way2K able to pick up 2 kills and is able to safely get out.
Crazy work, bro. He's got 0 items. He got his jungle item and got a double kill there.
He is about to back and be incredibly strong.
Warhammer.
Wow.
Buy a Warhammer and a sword. And a Ruby Crystal.
Just hope that guy does not go to your lane.
Yeah, brother said, thank you. Thank you.
Prophet is staying alive in the top lane here, is a little bit ahead in CS, and is going even. And as long as Gangplank is going even into Akali, he feels great. Hashem has had a very consistent problem of pushing waves in, and then he just can't chase down in the long lane here. And like a repeated problem, again, he is just at turret here, unable to push an advantage any farther, and he's just getting slowly poked down by Prophet's Qs. And because he can't trade back, he's just slowly getting whittled down. Explorer looking for a gank top, but probably won't really result in anything because Prophet is not there.
He said, "I'm out, guys. Sorry."
Great time for him to
Store
recall
is closed. We are no longer open. Good night.
And because they saw Explorer there, Way2K has an opportunity now to go bot or to maybe invade the bot jungle. We'll probably just be able to get this board though, as he will be revealed.
The Hex Flash was crazy.
Looks like they will be going for the dragon here. Fairy Dust and Pookie able to get a massive advantage in the bot lane as far as prio goes. And they're just going to be able to get this drag pretty early. Pookie hovering mid. He's level 5, so won't be able to shuffle the Azir out of his own turret. Oh, a great flash stun from DA is able to take down Faith along with Pookie's engage. I mean, that was super well played. That Q wouldn't have hit otherwise. So the Q flash able to buffer that stun, and Faith goes down, and we'll lose quite a bit of minions here in a lane that's already pretty hard to play.
No, that was really well done. Also, Silas support with Darkseal. Anyway.
A little bit terrifying. Oh, and Prophet is in the long lane now, so this is Hashem's real first opportunity to look for a kill, but Way2K is here on this timer with the entire Avenger force. Prophet needs to be careful, though, walking in. We'll be fine. And this looks like
feels
it's going to be a
bad.
grub secure.
Pookie literally flashed for that engage and then didn't even get an assist.
Feels quite unfortunate, but they should be able to get grubs here. I'd be surprised if Explorer tries to contest this. This is a lot of people up here with a lot of power. Ezreal's just going to be able to safely farm bot this whole time. Maybe he'll look for an ult up here as well. Pookie, D8, and Prophet trying to zone a little bit. They find a great engage with the Pookie ult stolen from Kiana. Prophet just chasing him down. Miko really low now. Will go down to a massive ult from Ezreal. That did so much damage.
Yeah, no, that was kind of crazy.
I think you just have to cut your losses at that point. And the electric noises are pretty rare. I think they're coming from Adelphi, but I'm not entirely sure.
Nah, buddy, I don't know what the hell is going on with all that. I can't tell you guys. I've never heard somebody say electric noises before. I do get some occasional bugs with my mic where it sounds like I'm an Animal Crossing character, but I have not heard electrical noises. I don't know how to explain the Animal Crossing thing, bro. Like, I disconnect from Discord, I go back in, and it fixes itself. The electrical thing, nah, clue. Not a clue.
I'm also pretty unsure what that is. I don't think it's me. It sounds like electrical interference, but it could technically be me. But
Radio
I don't.
beeping.
Yeah, it sounds like the like interference when a phone is on a wire. Faith is gonna get taken. Oh no, Faith is able to ult Way2K out. Way2K unable to keep going. Prophet has to flash away from Explorer, but Explorer will follow up with the stun. Prophet very low under turret here, trying to survive, but will be unable to supply. And Explorer again just trades 1-for-1 here, which is okay for him, I guess. He's probably not worth that much gold. Prophet, but again, has TP, so he won't really miss that much, and will just be able to get back up here pretty quickly. Still has a CS advantage.
Maybe it's because, okay, I have a theory. Maybe it's because my headphones use an audio jack, and it happens when I lean my head towards my mic.
It could be that.
I don't know.
Way2K, though, kind of caught out here. Miko finds him, but has to flash away immediately because there is 3 here, and Miko is not tanky at all. Goes down almost immediately.
That was unfortunate.
They almost might have been able to kill Knife Master, too. I don't think they were expecting him to dodge up there.
I am not leaning forward so you guys can get ear blasted. That sounds like a horrible idea.
It just did it.
Is it doing it right now?
No, it did it the last time you talked, and it did it for half a second there when you were talking.
Okay, it's because I'm leaning forward then. Because
yeah, it's not that
I'm leaning
bad.
Forward into my mic. Is it happening when I'm talking right now?
Nope.
Good night, Azir.
Oh, I mean, Faith has to flash, but is unable to do anything in a great flash W from Way2K. Stops Faith from getting out there. And D8's lead is just going to keep growing this game. I mean, coming back on Azir feels pretty difficult, even though he is a pretty late game champion. You're not really doing anything until you have Nashers, and up until that point, you're kind of going to have to give every objective, it looks like, in this game.
Okay.
Explorer trying to look for an engage on D8, actually misses the ultimate, is not able to find anything. Pookie, though, is trying to 1v1 the jungler, and might actually be able to do it. This is the same Bard player who was 7-0, and is going to keep looking on Explorer.
Gameplay. Okay.
Oh, and Miko walks just a little bit too far. Way2K is here, is going to get stunned against the wall. Way2K almost takes down Miko. Miko living on 300 health. Doesn't look like D8 will be... Oh, but Faith walks into the queue. Actually, they don't have a... Did either... No. Okay, I think D8 had a little bit of vision over the wall, so that wasn't blind. But I don't think Faith saw the queue coming. Explorer stopping the back of Pookie, but Pookie is just going to walk out.
Okay, now that nothing's happening, is it happening right now?
Happened for a half second at the end.
Okay, then I have no idea because I'm like really far away from my mic.
It could honestly just be a laptop because laptops have a lot of parts really close to each other, so electrical interference can be a bit of an issue.
Which is crazy because like I have had this laptop for 7 years and I've never heard anybody saying some weird noises.
Faith does a lot of damage to D8. Way2K ulted under turret by Faith, and Faith is actually able to get a huge shutdown. Will go down to D8 at the end, but is completely fine with this trade. Fight here in the top lane. Flash ult from Hashem is able to take down Prophet. Hashem able to get away this time.
Gangplank. You know, honestly, this Akali's not doing too bad. Good for him. The rest of his team, I really can't say the same, but...
Also, with electrical noises like that, it's super difficult to identify sometimes. Especially if there's like more than 2 people in a call, so I think most people just struggle to notice it. And also, it's super common because that's the noise it makes when phones are on wires. Fairy Dust takes down a Knife before this wave quite gets under. Knife is able to at least get one of the CS, but looks like Fairy Dust is going to be able to get the next wave under turret as well. Explorer may be here to try to catch that next wave, but they will probably be losing Dragon here. DA might go down to Faith, but has to flash away. Engage on Pookie from Miko. Not too much there. Pookie is quite strong.
Ooh,
Explorer.
that engage was crazy.
Flash engage. How are you ahead of me now? Flash engage onto Pookie. Able to take him down. How are you ahead of me?
Because I'm a boss, bitch. I'm at 1441.
Okay, I'm at 1445 now. Oh,
Jenny wants you to call him Pookie Bear.
Can you call him Pookie Bear?
Ooh, good job, Lux.
Way 2K. Looking for Miko or Explorer here. Explorer is pretty low. Way 2K unable to close the gap. I don't know if the Pookie Bear thing is a joke. Is that his name?
Nah, I don't know. Pookie's a thing that people call their like significant other. They'll be like, "That's my Pookie."
I know that.
So I think he's just trying to get you to say Pookie Bear. I'm not gonna lie to you, boss.
Will not happen.
You know what? Honestly, I'm really happy to see D8I OPO doing well because the first game went really poorly for him. So I'm happy to see him doing really well this game. 5 stacks on a Dark Seal feels so good.
There's a censored bear censored. Ooh, Hashem looking for an engage on Prophet. Doesn't find too much though. Misses the E. Tries to go back in, but Way 2K is here with W. Oh, he tries to get away, but there's so much damage there. Unable to do anything. Prophet able to probably get this next wave in, and oh, Faith able to shuffle D8 out of turret, and Explorer is here to finish it off, but D8 one-shots Faith. Oh, I mean, 1-for-1s like that really don't feel good when your jungler takes time to be there. I guess like it's a little bit of a CS advantage, but it's probably not going to be super impactful. Explorer trying to find anything bot, but Explorer, or Pookie is here. Explorer barely gets out. I mean, Knife Master does get a huge shutdown, though, on a great champion to have shutdowns on.
Yeah, no, they just got that shutdown on the Lux and the Ezreal, so it feels pretty good.
To be honest, D8 is a little bit terrifying in this Lux right now because he's able to find really important cues in important moments, and he's against a team that's really... Oh, and they try to dive Pookie, but Pookie is having none of it. He will go down eventually, but it is, again, 1-for-1. This one will be a little bit more impactful as it is a support for support, and Pookie's unable to catch this wave. But, wow. Explorer is absolutely 1 health walking out here. Oh, and Fairy trying to get it with the Ezreal will miss. Oh, but Prophet is also here. And Knife Master may also go down. Flash and Prophet try to get the secure, but unable to get it. And then Barrier from Knife Master, but it's still not enough as D8 with the E on the back end. That feels horrible.
Lux just does so much ridiculous damage. Like, it's crazy, because it's like, it's so easy to get the damage, and then you just kind of blow shit up. If one of them fucking pings again, I swear to God.
Hashem is teleporting bot here to try to catch D8. And there is 3 bot, but D8 is just going to be able to get the turret anyway. Let's see if Shurima is able to do anything on the top side here. They might be able to be honest. And D8, oh, almost able to take down Faith anyway. Will not quite get anything, but Shurima wisely not using a bunch of resources to come down here. Pookie is here, but it looks like it's just getting vision. And they are now going to pressure the top jungle and that mid turret. And unfortunately for oh my god, I completely forgot their name. Freljord. Unfortunately for Freljord, they're unable to really walk up safely through the jungle early on there, and will take a huge amount of damage here on the mid turret.
You know, you're kind of lucky that I corrected the way you say Freljord before we got all these viewers in the chat, because now none of them are going to make fun of you.
True. I think I did it on the main stream, though, the other day. However, either no one mentioned it or no one noticed, so getting away a little bit with murder.
Getting away with murder is crazy.
Fairy Dust also getting away with murder. Explorer looking for an ultimate, but Fairy Dust able to just E away. Explorer,
oh man,
that's a big cooldown to be down to.
That was unfortunate. Like the random, just like look.
Miko trying to get some vision down, but may not know that the entirety of this jungle here is warded.
He said goodnight. I know exactly where you are.
Walder Freylord.
Walter Freylord. A lot of wards, bro.
Wait, is that why you say Freylord?
Walter Freylord, maybe.
Lord Walder Frey is a character. And I say Walter Freylord. Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Right, you're cooked, bro. You're literally cooked.
It's over. D8 looking for a pick on an Explorer who's sitting on a ward. Instantly will go down.
Oh my god, he got fucking blown up.
Shurima looking for something here. They're gonna get Dragon for sure. Otacon is spawning in a second. They have Prio in both mid and bot. However, Hashem is sitting above mid. Won't pull the trigger. Did I just see Otacon timer in bot wave or bot lane and then it spawned top? Am I crazy?
I mean, I wasn't looking, I'm gonna be honest with you, so I couldn't tell you yes or no one way or another.
Freljord.
They have to end the game right now or I'm banning all the players. So I think somebody's got to FF.
Hashem trying to hit the turret to avoid the ban. Wait, 2K.
Please don't ban me, please.
Looks like they're going to try to secure the Otacon. I don't know if they got a bunch of resets down, but there's going to be a bunch of scraps. D8 fighting with Hashem. Hashem going for the ultimate. D8 very low. Oh, and Explorer trying to find an ult again. Finds two, but not more. Will go down anyway. Fairy Dust stunned by Faith, but Faith is now in the middle of a bunch of people. Will also go down. Now it is just a 4v3. Prophet is here. Hashem has the Otacon stacks on him. Will take a bunch of damage, but Pookie is here. Hashem goes down. Way 2K and Pookie looking to continue on Knife Master. They do slow him, and Knife Master will go down. And it looks like that will be Otacon secured for Shurima.
Man, being the only person that doesn't die...
Did they actually... There's no way.
They didn't want to get banned, I'm telling you!
What? You can FF in this?
Yeah, you can FF. No, they were trying not to give up more fantasy points.
What?
That was crazy. I literally was looking at the chat and I saw blank disconnected and I was like, huh?
Wait, is there context?
Gulp?
Yo, what?
Okay, well, guys confirmed they FF'd so I could go to bed. Thank you, guys. Anyway, do we want captain interview, maybe?
We could have the captains come in.
Yeah, let's get the captains. Let's get, what's their fucking faces?
I think Knife Master is a captain. Is D8 a captain?
No, it's Zach and Way2K, I think. Okay, Zach, were you guys trying to FF so you didn't get banned?
Yes.
Okay, I figured that might be why.
That's it, for sure.
Okay.
Did you just feel like the game was just completely over and unplayable after they got that Otacon?
Yeah, the game was over. There was no point.
Okay, that's valid.
Saving mental for next week.
Yeah, round robin doesn't matter, right? That's
Saving
what everyone
the
always says.
fantasy points.
Coop.
One of these days we'll play a series with our full team. Maybe.
Maybe.
Sure. You had your full team in the last two games, right, or no?
Yeah, we did in the last two games. Yeah.
This last draft I'm noticing was a lot like the last draft from last week with the Kiana pick, and this time the Maokai was on your team, though. Are you guys like focusing on the counter picks in lane with the picks like Akali?
my team was like, "Hey, let's pick a Kali," so I picked the Kali. We have not talked about draft ever.
That is valid. That is
Okay,
completely fair.
okay. Like that's fair. I get it. Period. Question: was the Maokai intentional to like switch around, or was it just like, nah, Maokai would be sick, and then you're like, oh, well, I gotta put that somewhere else?
I think it was always support. We wanted a tank
Oh,
support,
okay.
and it was either Maokai or Nautilus, but we didn't like Nautilus for some reason. I think as a Poppy or
Okay.
something. So, yeah, I think that's it. We didn't like Nautilus because of Poppy.
I don't think I
So we put
realized it
Maokai.
was always a support.
I didn't
I
either.
think it was. I think it was always support.
Interesting.
That is valid because Alistar was banned as well.
Yeah,
And
we did
Rel was
Alistar.
gone from Fearless, so that does make sense.
Okay, mods. Can we get an MVP vote? I'm not a mod.
There's still not an
Do
MVP
it.
vote from like 3 days ago.
For which match?
I don't even know. The results from the MVP from last week, I don't think was even finished, was it? Oh no, it must have been finished now. Yeah, okay, it was just finished.
Yeah, to spend all the time I would have spent draft prepping trying to find teammates.
Wait, actually, that is kind of true. You didn't have time to actually draft.
Not really. No, I didn't. That's why they were like, "What side do you want?" I'm like, "I don't know. I haven't talked to anyone about."
Oh, what does IPS mean?
It's a type of
ISP?
panel on a monitor.
Oh, I don't know what
ISP.
those words you just said.
He said He had an ISP, which is Internet Service Provider.
Oh, ISP, not IPS. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're
I
talking
thought,
about Naz's, like why he was delayed.
yeah, I didn't know what that word meant. I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
what that means. What are you talking about?
He was having some like lag problems with his internet. That's why he missed the first game.
That is pretty annoying to have to deal with before a tournament game.
Just play with
Yeah, what are you gonna
input
do?
delay like I do.
I don't know what the issues were, but they existed.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, what can you do? Play the
Okay,
cards you're
I'm
dealt.
Thank you
figuring out
for
how to make an MVP vote.
thank you for coming out to talk. I think so. Adelphi's making the MVP vote, but I think Adelphi wants to go to bed as soon as possible.
That's true. I do want to tell you guys to go kick rocks, but I don't know who else is online. So, ooh, you know what I can do?
Hmm.
Oh, Jackie did it, bestie. See, that's my homie right there, best mod.
Is this
Anyways, thank you for FFing so that I can go to bed and for no other reason.
I got you. I tried to do it at
Good.
15, but they were like, all right, let's at least try one more time. So
Okay. Wait, did you actually try to do it at 15?
I did throw up a 15, yeah.
That's crazy to do.
Bro, it was so funny because we were literally in I don't think either of us or any of the stream expected it. So because we're sitting there, you guys lose that fight, whatever, and I'm like, oh okay, whatever, blah 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 blah, and then I just see you disconnect and somebody else disconnect, and I'm just like, and then everybody in the chat was like, gulp, excuse me.
Yeah, it was just cooked. It was a cooked game.
Hey, at least you got a good head on your shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win them all.
True.
It's just round robin. Round robin doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
That's what everybody says.
That's what everybody says.
Honestly, I mean, your team also has a very strong roster on paper. So I think once you're able to get the cogs rolling together, then I think you'll be extremely, extremely strong.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I think we're pretty good.
Round robin abusers.
We're just committing mental warfare on people by starting 45 minutes late.
True. Mainly the casters and mainly Adelphi.
We're disrespecting everyone's time.
Yeah, very much so disrespecting my time personally.
And nobody asked you to.
This was
You could
all
have
to
gone to bed.
spite me.
You could have just gone to bed. Let this guy all by himself.
That's bitch made. The fuck? What do I look like to you?
Good
The
point.
fuck? That's why I stayed up till midnight during that other stream.
I
I
haven't
could
even
have gone
had
to bed then
dinner.
too. That's bitch made.
I skipped eating to play Booze Bash.
Exactly. I'm staying up until 10 p.m. for my match again.
Again.
So they don't have to sub me. I was like, it's a Saturday night. I'll be fine.
Womp womp.
I don't got work.
Thanks for streaming.
Okay, well, we should probably end the stream now. Oh, everybody tune in to the next games. There is tomorrow at 9:15 the Hextech game is happening, and then Thursday a game is happening, and then Saturday a game is happening, and Sunday. So check out for those.
I will be playing tomorrow, so don't watch, as I am going to probably run it down.
Nah, I got you, bestie. You're gonna win. I'm gonna put all the marbles on you.
Thank you for the encouragement. It's not going to happen, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Go
you
get 'em,
everyone
champ.
for watching. I think I'm going to close out the stream now. Don't forget to miss those games tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow.